Killing me, man. Killing me.
Just a little bit.
Killing me, Smalls.
Will
I
be
can't
each
wait to
day.
pull out the 9. That's all I'm saying.
It's a mimic 9.
It fires another mimic.
Yes.
The bullets are mimics.
Damn. So, what's your opinion on a mimic trebuchet?
Um,
You can get a mimic to
sounds
agree to
dangerous.
be launched through the air. Sure. Yeah, I'll let you yeet
Hear me
me.
out. A mimic crossbow.
There you go.
But which part is the mimic? The arrow or the crossbow?
Yes.
Wait,
This is
Yes,
I-
all of it. The arrows are just pseudopods.
It's trying to eat you.
It shoots out the arrow and then it reels it back in.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sam. But now, hear me out on this.
No.
Although, if you do think it's a good idea, Chris might abuse the fuck out of it.
All right.
Yes, I will.
Chris,
Listen.
remember when I put together the homebrew for that stone throw crossbow?
Yep.
Like a sling?
Yeah, there's a legit medieval weapon called the stone throw crossbow. It's like a sling where you can like load whatever you want as long as it's like a pound or less, and you just fire it.
Okay. I'm listening.
Yeah, it's just got like a little sling thing. It's a crossbow slingshot, basically.
What you're telling me is you want an amped up sling.
Yeah, it's an amped up sling. Better range than a sling, and the versatility of a sling, but not quite as good as a crossbow.
Yeah.
More damage than a sling, less than a crossbow.
I had-
I would've loved it.
If I had one, it would be a hand crossbow sling thing.
I
Yeah.
would have loved that.
A crossbow sling thing?
Oh yeah.
I figure it might be a good idea for your shopping trip.
What about a
Which was you
mimic
make?
javelin?
Mimic jab.
Mimic javelin, yes.
I mean, if you can get a mimic to agree to let you throw him on a regular basis,
That just sounds painful.
You throw a javelin, it impales the person. But there's a mimic.
How sharp is a mimic?
as sharp as they want
How
to be.
sharp is a javelin?
Fair enough.
I mean, realistically, like, if you throw anything hard enough, you could probably pierce somebody.
If you agree, you get a mimic to agree. You get like a mimic, two mimics. They each have babies, right? And then you throw it. Like mimic grenades.
I'm just picturing like a ninja that utilizes mimics, like mimic shuriken,
Yes.
ninja art, mimic storm.
It's a great time for mimic time.
Mimic time.
Mimic time.
I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, Ryan, I
Yes.
would say have him make a character, and he's welcome.
All right, that sounds like
I
a good
just
idea.
realized something about Grimfeather.
What?
He has dark vision out to 150 feet.
That sounds about right for an owl.
Is that a lot?
That's
Yes.
quite a bit.
The base
Well,
would be like
his normal is 120, but because of his class, one of the features gives him an extra 30 on top of that.
Mhm. For like average people, their dark vision would be like 60 feet, 45 feet.
Okay.
I believe it's something like that.
Oh, and he can also hit up to 600 feet away.
There you go.
Hmm.
Sniper.
I gotta find something.
400 feet if he's using the repeating crossbow.
Let's see what I can do here.
Does anyone need help with anything before we?
I don't think so.
Did we need to do anything before we started?
I don't think so.
I have a question though.
Yeah, what's up?
How is be different now? You're driving? Does it do
Wait, hold on,
combat?
sorry, breaking up. What'd you say?
The water dragon, does it do combat? And if so,
And if so, what?
how do I do that?
So it would. Well, I would say for this one, because you tamed it, it would have its own initiative. You could roll for it if you want, or I could roll for it. Um, I could either, take its actions, or you can. Kind of up to you. Um,
Cool.
oh, that's something I didn't make. Oh no, I did. Okay.
Oh shit! Is that
That
the
thing's
new
AOK.
Ezrod picture? That's nice.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I like it.
Yeah, I'm not very good with digital, so I'm just kind of like, eh.
It's something you kind of ease yourself into a little bit, but like once you get the hang of using layers, it helps so much.
Yeah, I feel like I've gotten layers, but I'm like trying to try the new brushes with textures and things. It's like
And
learning
every
curve.
every morning you'll have to make an animal handling check.
Okay.
Since this one's a little more intelligent.
Cool, cool.
Yeah, I would have had you do it for Stonk, but like he's basically a person. So,
Yeah. Damn, Percival had so many skills.
Oh, Percival was great at stuff,
A lot of things.
except for staying alive.
To be fair, that's the goose's fault.
are you guys gonna be keeping the axolotl and the hole?
I forget who I handed that off to.
I know. I think. Oh yeah, because Percival had one, and I think Sienna had one.
Yeah, because
Did not.
Percival's dying words were "Save Charlie."
Yeah,
same Charlie.
Save Charlie.
yeah, and I think we only ever actually put the one axolotl in the lamp.
Yeah,
I
Charlie.
wasn't sure if the other one like ran away when the fight started.
Yeah, Charlie was in the lamp on Percival's waist.
Okay, cool.
Hmm.
Yeah, you guys.
Okay.
You have to make animal handling checks for them.
God damn it.
So Grimfeather is the exact opposite of Percival, where Percival was in your face, stabby, stabby. Grimfeather is like, I'm gonna stay as far away as I can and shoot things.
American Sniper.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay. So,
I stay back and shoot things. Yay!
That's the spooky part.
go ahead and
Spooky.
You'll never see the arrows coming. Ooh, spooky.
That sounds like a witch.
train. The witch.
Witch! Burn it.
Got him. All right. I'm
Burn the Grimfeather. Burn. He.
I'm ready when you guys are.
I'm ready. I've been ready. I've been ready.
Although I'm beginning to think that a great wombo combo for Grimfeather and Ezra is just like, hey, that arrow there, you need a light? Prestidigitation.
All right. So.
Oh.
Excuse me. All right. So, last session, you all traveled through the Stillborn Forest for a pretty short while in comparison to the Grove Maze. You reached the small town of Lunsk. Fucking headset's gonna die. You were educated that the town of Lunsk is a mining. What's the word? Kind of like the mining, shipping, trading station for the Estonian Empire and the cities in Soma and stuff like that. They do a lot of business, a lot of trade with, the families and the organizations out there. As you all entered the tavern and met your new friend Feather after the grisly death of Percival, the handmade giant Gaster, you all had a good time, got your well-needed rest, as you all relaxed, had a little fun gambling. uh, made some money.
Wait, did I make money?
I don't remember who made money, but I know a couple people won.
No, I didn't make money, but I remember Grimfeather gave me some of his winning.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, as you all,
Grimfeather made money and then handed some out.
I'll be picking this up with you guys heading to your rooms and going to bed. So who is going to be taking the first watch? Or you got 2 rooms. Are you splitting the party between any way specifically, or
Could you
who's
do like
sleeping?
girls, boys?
That
Sure.
sounds fair.
So you, Ezra, and Nephra in one room. Grimfeather, Stonk, Shadow, and Sunny. Everyone.
That doesn't seem very fair.
I mean, it's like pretty 3 to 3,
Says, put this underwater, a prize will happen.
with the exception of Stunk.
It looks like a surprise.
And also it said, put the
Yeah,
things
so,
underwater. So prize.
Is one person from each room taking a watch, or are you all just gonna go to sleep since you're in the inn?
Take a watch.
Okay.
Grimfeather will also take a watch because he doesn't actually know these people yet.
Makes sense.
Fair enough.
How about for the ladies' room?
What
I
I
had to
want.
make a perception check.
Well, I mean, which one of you wants to do the first
Do you know where a bathtub is?
I can.
one? Okay.
Do you know where a bathtub
Yes.
is?
So
There
as
should be
the rest
one
of
like
you
on the floor or
lay
something.
down in your beds, the warm, soft, comforter blankets in this dimly lit wooden room. You can see various bookshelves, little tables and desks. Nothing too descriptive.
go.
Doesn't seem to be anything left by previous patrons. So, both of you, or whoever is on the watches, can make their perception checks.
All right.
Put the D20.
Yes,
Mhm.
at your wisdom modifier.
All right.
That's an 18 for Grimfeather.
18.
17 for me.
Okay, cool. So, first 2 or 3 hours go by. Not a sound. As you're looking, out the window of your room, the streets are pretty quiet. The night is coming in smoothly. There seems to be kind of like a soft fog on the horizon. The stars are out, the moon is out. It's a beautiful night. It's probably about 2 or 3 in the morning at this time.
All right.
Ezra, sorry, not Ezra. Sienna. As you are taken away by the relaxation of sleep, the soft embrace of the bed, the warm sheets around you, you feel comfortable. You feel safe for the first time in a while. This world is strange. The creatures are interesting. As you snuggle up in bed, Haku's next to you. Go ahead and make a Constitution check for me, please.
First roll of the night. What is this?
I got a 5.
Fine.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine. Okay, so as your mind clears and you feel a dream begin to form, as the dreamscape forms around you, it takes the appearance of a nightly beach. Soft, warm sand, the slow crashing waves as the night air and night sky looms above you. The moon is bright and shining. You can feel your toes sinking into the sand as the breeze washes over you. What do you do?
Aren't they asleep?
Yes, this is a dream.
Oh, okay. What do you mean, what do they do?
We'll go into the water.
You want to go in the water?
Late night swim.
As you step through the sand and your feet enter the cold water, you feel relaxed as the waves crash over you. But as you kind of lift your body in and out of the water, you don't feel wet. You feel what the water should feel like, but it's not real enough to be convincing.
Can I try to go underwater and see if I can breathe?
Yeah, you can dive into it. Okay. As you go a little deeper and you dunk your head below the waves, the ocean is dark. You can just barely see the ground below you. Just a few steps from where you were just standing is almost like it's not there at all. Um, as you look out into the distance and you blink your eyes, it's just black.
Do I see anyone else?
You so you breach from the surface. You look around you. Make a perception check.
Nat 20.
That's funny. As you as you look around you, you don't see any figures within line of sight. You just see the expanding sands seeming to go on for as far as you can see. There's no buildings, there's no forest, it's just beach and the moon above.
Is all this underwater?
No.
Well,
She
I
went
went up.
underwater. Yeah, she went underwater. There was nothing to be seen. So she went up
No, okay.
around.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. So as you kind of look up and your eyes lock onto the moon, you feel kind of like a chill wash over you. Like the cold of the water couldn't be this cold. As you stare at it, your eyes kind of glaze over as you feel like you begin to dissociate, but then your eyes refocus and then blur. As you stare, you get the oddest feeling that you're being watched.
I'm gonna get out of the water.
Mhm.
And
Okay.
just kind of like sit on the beach, I guess.
Okay. So you sit on the beach, you step out of the water, your body seems to kind of just, the water moves off of you as you step on. As you sit on the
I
sand.
didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry.
As you sit on the sand, you just kind of take a moment and just kind of enjoy the space. You hear the distant whisper, just barely. It's almost like you didn't hear it at all. As you kind of look around to see where it came from, it's still nothing. And then you hear it again, but it's closer. But still, you don't understand. And as you look around you again, suddenly there's the shadow figure sitting next to you. Kind of looks like what would be a small child, but there's no features. There's no clothing, it's just smoke.
Voldemort?
What?
as you look at this figure next to you, its head slowly turns, and there's one cyclopean eye that seems to bore into you.
Hey, what's your name?
We've met before, child. I'm
Voldemort.
This your true form?
Nobody sees my true form. You see kind of like there's no mouth, but you can almost hear like a small chuckle.
Is that
And
because
as
they can't, or because you don't want them to?
it's a good question. A little bit of both, I suppose. Most don't possess, possess the perceptions to perceive. So I appear as what I choose. And as you watch the small child figure kind of shift into the figure of a brawly man, and then shrinks into a small woman,
What's your
but the
favorite?
voice never changes. Sorry, what?
What's your favorite?
My favorite. Human forms are simple. Human minds, even more so. And as he kind of looks at you, he says, "There are eyes on you, child. You must be careful. There are many
How
beings who
many?
may wish you to join." He says, "You say how many," and he just kind of pauses for a split second from saying,
Are your
"There are many
questions?
beings who may wish you to join them, who may offer you great power. This world is corrupted,
It's up to you.
as are you."
I can see. I can see.
Always a
And
pleasure.
as he says this, the world is corrupted. You feel a familiar chill wash over you again. And he kind of looks out to the ocean before looking up at the moon, and he says, "You are the Black Dahlia of prophecy, are you not? The witch of undeath. You hold great potential in your patron, but for which side, I wonder." And as he kind of looks up, still staring at the moon, do you look as well?
Yeah.
Roll the perception check.
A 10.
10. Okay. As you kind of follow his gaze, you look up at the moon. It's beautiful. Most beautiful moon you've ever seen. And with a 10, that's all you see. But as you look back at Cosmo, you see that he is suddenly standing, and his shape has changed again. He has large, black shadowed wings. You see what looks to be a halo, kind of circling his head with smoke. And he speaks one more line, looking down on you at the ground. "Be not afraid, be true." And then, with a puff of air, he's gone.
Interesting.
As the silence washes over you again, that feeling, that overwhelming presence that you feel while you're here, it's like a deep breathing down the base of your neck. And as you look around you again, and you look back at the moon, just for a second, I swear, it blinked. Okay, starting with the next watch. Who would like to continue?
I guess I'll take next watch.
Okay. What about for the male's cabin?
Cabin. I'll go next.
Stunk will kind of sit up with you, and he just kind of he looks at you and he goes, "So owls don't eat cats, right?"
Not if you don't pick them off.
Depends on how small the cat is.
You both can roll perception checks.
As you guys look over at Grimfeather, who has his head tucked under a wing, you just hear spooky.
Like while you're sleeping, it's just like
Exactly.
I got an 8.
8. Okay. What about you, Miss Ezra?
Oh, my perception?
Yes, you are doing an X-Watch, I believe.
Yes. And I'm gonna have my familiar just kind of like hanging out from like one of the rafters, helping out with that.
Yeah, great. You go ahead and roll with advantage.
How many familiars do you have, dog?
Well, I got my actual familiar. I then there's the unseen servant,
11 for me. There's a +3 in
and
my
then
perception.
Cosmo is a thing,
Burrito.
and
Hey, Marita,
Burrito.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got my own entourage.
a whole
I
army.
got a big giant cat.
You got a squad.
Yeah,
We could run away and make a circus.
straight up. Okay,
What did you
that's
get for
a.
your-
Let's see. For myself, that's a 11. Do I
11.
roll for the familiar as well, or no?
You can roll, and then I would say you can add them.
Okay, let's see. Add a 5 to that, I guess.
Mhm.
What's this on? Only mermaids on it.
Only mermaids in the bathtub?
Yeah.
Okay, you're dripping hot water everywhere.
I know.
Okay, so
Take it.
what does that make?
16?
Yeah, it's okay. So, as the rest of you kind of
Grab it.
wake up for your next shift and you kind of sleepily rest at the window, you sending your familiar up high to kind of watch your back. With
Alright.
a 16. As you look at the window, you both, well, I would say Ezra will definitely see this, but I feel Grimbrother will hear what's going on. As you both kind of look out the window, you begin to hear the sound of fighting and the sound of distant screams. And you hear people yelling from outside, "Oh, they're here! We gotta get the guard!" You know, all kinds of things. What do you do?
So I'm going to. There's a window, right? I'm going to open that
Yes.
and send my familiar out to investigate. And
Mhm.
I'm going to quietly wake the rest of the party up.
Okay.
So
Including in our room? In the other room, I mean?
Yeah, Grimfeather would hear the screams as well. What are you doing as you hear this?
Grimfeather's gonna go and stare out the window, try to figure out where the screaming's coming from.
As you stare, Stonk's kind of looking with you. He's on his tippy toes looking out the window. As you send your familiar out and you wake the others, go ahead and make another perception check with your familiars.
all right.
And as the rest of you wake,
That's a dirty
feel free to
20.
act out your actions. Perfect. Yeah, go. Feel free to wake them up. As your familiar flies out, it's a bat or something, right?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, great. So it flies pretty quickly, getting to the scene as you're. I assume you're looking through it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or at
So-
least, yeah, using its senses.
As it flies out of the second story window and kind of looks around the scape of the city, you can see about a block or so from the entrance to the tavern, an inn that you're in. You can see you can see what looks to be several guards, kind of getting ready and running to the scene. You can see several civilians kind of scrambling to get home. You can see them kind of dispersing in different directions. You see several bodies laying through the street, and you see it looks to be how many was it? Uh, 1, 2, 3.
Hmm.
I would say that with a 20, yeah, you see about 8 humanoid figures seeming to be chasing down and attacking the civilians.
All right.
And we
So
all see this now.
Yeah, I would assume so. He woke you all up to, I guess, go look.
yeah,
But he would see it since he's looking through his familiar. But I would imagine he would describe it to you as you all look.
it looks like there's the villagers are being attacked.
And with that, Grimfeather dives out the window.
Dives out the window.
And Grimfeather's on his way to the scene.
Yeah, you would see your familiar sees him kind of leap out the window.
He's very
Going to.
fast.
Ow!
And I start to run out the door.
All right.
I'm gonna jump out the window too.
Jump out the window. Make an
Yeah.
acrobatics check.
Yeah. Oh, D20?
Yeah.
D20
Yes.
Yeah.
acrobatic.
Okay.
Yeah, Grimfeather has wings, so he just flies out, but you dive out.
It's a 17 for me.
17?
Yeah.
No difficulty.
Sweet.
So let's move. So everyone's following the pace.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
You leap out, so you'd be about here.
Yeah, I'm just using the stairs.
Yeah, I mean,
Like
you
a
all
normal person.
Alright, feel free to move yourself, Grimfeather, where you think you would land.
What direction are the people?
So this is
The bad guys.
Yeah, I guess at this point you can see them. Let me move this onto this layer. Oh. So leaping out the window, you see the several figures attacking the civilians. You see guards trying to bat them off and protect as many people as they can. You see several bodies laying about the scene.
All right, so as soon as Grimfeather dives out the window, kind of catches a glimpse, he's gonna fly as far as he can up and over to just sort of stay out of the way and be able to shoot people from above.
Yeah, and if I get onto the roof, I would say this roof is probably about 40 or so feet high. It's probably about a 2-story building. You get up there with relative ease. Okay.
Yeah, he's not landing, he's staying above.
Okay. Everybody else, roll initiative.
All right. So as I'm going out, I'm gonna cast Mage Armor as I'm getting out of the inn.
Absolutely.
But yeah, initiative. Here we go.
13.
13,
I got 10.
10.
Do I roll the D20?
Yes.
Add your initiative on.
Where's my initiative?
Should be in its own category on the first
It's-
page.
It'd be right above your hit points.
Yeah, right in the middle.
Ooh.
It says that it's a 3, so you would.
Where do you see that?
You
Oh, I
see the
see
big
it.
33? It's above.
Yeah, I got it. That's a 12 for me.
12?
Yeah.
12 for Neferet. What did you get, Sienna?
I believe it was 13.
13. Okay. You roll for Stonk.
Who was that?
Your cat friend. You had a 7.
How can you forget Stonk?
You got a 7.
No, I'm not talking about that. Someone sent a message in the group chat.
Oh, that was Sorrow.
Yep.
Oh,
I see that.
overstepped on laptop died. I don't know if we'll be able to keep going. No, yeah, I feel
Basically, I'm pretty sure Sorrow's backing out of the game.
it's okay.
Yeah.
But you-
It's unfortunate, but I get it.
Oh, I do too.
Here the first time, I don't remember.
Yeah, he was in the first session for like half of it.
Oh, okay.
For
Oh, did he play Sonny?
yeah, he plays Sunny.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Haku got a 12. Yeah, you can play as choose like his actions if you would like. You should have access to his sheet.
What does that mean?
Okay.
Sienna and Haku.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Add these. Oh, oops. Sorry, 1 second to do all the initiatives.
And I roll to hit for his actions.
Yes.
Damn.
Sorry, I gotta roll 90 20s. 12. Somebody got a 1. Got 2 20s.
Loser.
3 18s.
God damn.
Damn.
That boys is schmoving.
Dang.
Might as well be side-based initiative at this point.
18, 18, 18. And then, where's the last one? Sorry.
Ah, Shadow is so close to
Dang.
being attuned too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
he
close.
had just gotten it attuned.
Oh, did he? Awesome.
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
finally gonna
Shadow?
be
No,
throwing
we need
people.
more. First of all, had gotten it attuned right before he died.
Yeah,
Yeah, Shadow needs another night.
yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
thought.
Yeah.
Okay, so move all these into order.
D-
There's like a faster way to do this. Which would like auto sort them by number. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Weird it doesn't.
I know.
there's a thing
I
for
don't-
that.
Is there?
Yeah,
Oh, I don't know.
the little gear
What?
thing in the settings underneath, like you click that, then you can
Numeric-
set it by numerical value.
Oh my god, I thought it did. Oh shit, you're right. All right, cool.
Oh.
All right, boom.
You wanna?
So
Hey, wait.
everybody,
Yeah, I
No,
did
I'm not in
DM
there.
for an entire year with this thing, so
Sam.
yes.
Yeah, I was
What's
not on there.
You're not.
I'm
Mm.
not.
You're not fucking dead. Did you roll?
It should be right before Neferit.
What did you get?
And then not before Neferit, before Ezra.
Oh, wait. What was your number?
10.
Oh,
yeah, so
yeah,
you're
you
right before me.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
I'm
there.
looking like there's no
Alright.
shadow. You just gotta. Yay, team.
Starting off the initiative with the skull in
Ooh,
the back.
I have a great idea, Sydney. You're gonna love it.
Yeah? Oh no. Like good.
So, let me pull up.
So what I want to do
Hold up.
is like when my turn comes around, I want to tap you on the shoulder and give you dragon's breath,
Yeah.
so you can grapple
no.
people, then dragon's breath right into their face.
Jesus.
Oh no. That was a spicy meatball.
So,
I mean, I'm not opposed.
I think if you have them grappled, I would imagine they would fail the check.
Yeah.
and this one over here is gonna attack this guard.
Wait, what's a guard and what isn't?
The guards are there's one here, one here, one here, one here.
Okay, so the guards are the normal looking dudes. Anything that's got a circle ring around it is not a guard.
Correct.
Okay.
So this one, as you watch, you see The two, as you watch these people, they look like zombies, except they have looks to be glowing green eyes and a skeletal face. Um, as you watch as the guards attack them, the two that are pinchering one of them both kind of strike out at the same time as he drops to the ground. The I'm gonna go ahead and make a check for this guy. Okay. He fails. So you watch as the skull mask looking uh, object on these humanoid faces, this one here detaches, killing this one.
Detaches what?
You watch as the skull mask kind of clicks. You see two kind of hooked legs at the top and the bottom, kind of latched into the jaw and the top of the head. You see
Like
as it kind of,
alien?
huh?
Like alien?
Yeah, kind of.
Hmm.
They're called skull ticks. Yeah. So as it detaches, uh, you see it kind of jump to the ground, and the body kind of slumps over as you now have this fresh body, and it runs this way. However, it's not the body; it's just kind of like the head crack. It's about maybe 10 inches tall as it kind of scurries across the ground towards you all.
So football
We got scurrying heads.
and soccer.
Yes.
These ones up here.
That's
This guy.
They get a kicking.
See
putt
this one in the
inside.
back attack this guard. He kind of takes a hit to the waist, kind of crumples a little bit before regaining his posture. Okay. This one over here is going to do the same and attack this guard. You watch as he kind of swipes at him, clanking off the shield, still dealing a little bit of damage. Okay. Alright. Now we're starting off the round with Grimfeather.
All right. So this being Grimfeather's first turn, my speed increases by 10 feet to 40.
Ooh.
So he's gonna go way the hell over there, and then he's gonna pull out that heavy repeating crossbow.
Is
His-
it I mean, if you don't already have it out and ready, is that a bonus action to attack?
It's a free action to pull one weapon.
Yes.
His first shot is he is taking the sharpshooter, so -5. That's
Which one are you attacking?
oh, starting with this guy right here.
Where did you go? Oh, you
So
moved
that
way over there. Holy shit.
Holy
Okay.
shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
that is going to be a 18 to hit.
Let's see. Now with these enemies, you can be a little specific. You can try and hit the skull tick on the face specifically. They have a higher AC, or you can aim for the bodies.
Oh, he's gonna aim for the heads.
And you got what?
18.
18. Let's see.
Does that hit?
18 hits. So as
Perfect.
you,
So that is going to be a 15 plus 10, 25 on the first arrow.
this one, you watch as the arrow cracks into the skull, dropping the body on the tick. As the tick kind
All
of
right.
catches and squirms and curls up like a spider.
As part of my first turn as a dread ambusher, I get a fire again as just part of my regular action, not counting my bonus action.
Okay.
So I'm firing at this guy. Same thing at the head. -5 for sharpshooter. That's gonna be a 24 to hit.
Ooh. Even with him standing behind the guard, you take a precise shot, shooting over the shoulder of the guard.
And that one deals an extra 1d8 damage because it's my Dread Ambusher attack. So that is 15 plus 6 is 21 plus 10 is 31 points of damage to that one.
This one drops dead as well. As the
And
guard kind of turns to look at you, he gives you a thumbs up before looking forward again.
and finally my bonus action shot against this one here.
Nice.
That is going to be a 16 plus 10, 26, 21 to hit.
21 hits.
And that is going to be a measly 6 points of damage plus 6 because we're repeating crossbow. So 22 points of damage, sorry, plus 10.
What's new? This one drops dead as well. Sniper in the back. 3 headshots.
And that is Grimfeather's turn, and he's just going to kind of smile and go, got him!
Well done. Right.
He's just so
Sienna.
endearing. You wouldn't. Makes you
Sienna
almost
next.
forget he's killing
All
people.
tech on deck.
Me?
Yeah, all you.
I am going to Eldritch Blast the far one.
Which one?
The one on the farthest to the right.
This one right here, or this
Yeah. The blue.
one? Okay.
Yeah.
Go for it. What do you mean for the body or the tick? Oh wait, you don't have to roll to hit that.
Okay. 11 force damage.
11. Okay.
As a bonus action, can I try to take an Arcana check to see if these are linked in any?
See if they're what?
Linked in any way?
They're linked in it? Like if they're kind of like a hive mind type thing?
Yeah.
You can. Yeah, make an Arcana check. You can say, I'd say you can make a perception or Arcana check. Like,
Okay.
you said it was 11 points of damage?
Yes.
As your blast strikes it in the chest, it kind of takes the hit, turning back around.
Dirty 22.
30-22. As you walk,
Why is that dirty?
Because it didn't roll a 20, but with my bonuses.
yeah,
I thought that was just dirty 20.
Yeah, but I got 22.
Yeah.
Why is it dirty?
Because my
You
perception,
don't wanna
I had
know.
like 4 points of perception,
Yeah,
or 3 points, and I rolled a 19.
that's pretty good.
Cool.
As you watch these creatures, they don't seem to be really working together in any kind of way. They don't seem to really even acknowledge each other too much.
I'm also gonna try to move here,
Go for it.
and that's it.
Next we have this Skultic here. He's going to turn and take a hit at this guard. Let's see. Where does she go? There we go. This one.
Well, they don't seem too strong, so we should be able to wipe them easy.
This one, watch this guard drop dead as the bodiless tick kind of rushes over to the body before latching on to the face and rising again.
Oh, it's face huggers.
Like alien.
Yeah, essentially like that.
And then the next round, this one will join the initiative. Okay. All right. Next, we have Haku on deck with Neferet right behind.
All right.
If you would like, you can instruct him, or you can just kind of do his attack. He can make between 1 and 3 attacks with the water orbs, um, and I believe he can kind of shape them for different types of damage, whether they're piercing, bludgeoning. He can move them 30 feet, make simple shapes. He can freeze one or boil it. And he can make slam attacks with multiple spheres.
Shit.
And there's a 15-foot fly speed.
So where is he?
He's right here next to Stomp.
Okay. So I guess the only one who could hit is 2 elements.
He's in range of pretty much most of them. Just from there, he can hit this one, this one, this one.
I'll do the closest one with the water sphere slam.
Okay.
So that's 12.
12 is a miss, but you can make 3 attacks.
Okay, so I'll try for that again.
That is a hit.
Oh, D6. Oh, so it's 6, then 1d8 plus 2.
Yeah, it'd be 6 plus 2 if that's what you want for damage.
Oh, okay, yeah. So 8.
8 points of damage as the orb kind of slams into the gut. You see it kind of double over, but quickly regain its posture.
And he has 1 more?
Mhm.
Okay, so I'll roll for that one.
$25.
Nice.
Is that a 20? It was a 20. So that's a crit. Go ahead and roll damage and then double it.
So 12 twice is 24.
24. You watch as the orb kind of shifts into a icicle before stabbing through the chest of the skull.
Ooh.
As the body drops dead, you watch as the skull tick detaches, drops to the ground, screeching at you all as it stares you down. Okay, so then it's another bodiless. Should have made a different token for this, but it's fine. Okay. Let me pull up. Okay, so next we have Neferet.
I'm confused. Are all of these enemies?
Yeah.
So this one and this one are just the ticks. They don't have bodies. So they're just kind of like large spider-like beings.
Okay. And they're all bad, right?
Yeah.
As far as you know, as far as you can tell.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Spike Growth. I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna move because I'm in range. Because that has 150-foot range.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna send it to about like right here. Well, I'm trying to fucking click, but it's not. Where all these like people are standing in a T shape.
Like right here.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna send it there, and it's
What's
got a
the
20-foot radius.
Okay. It's a how big?
20-foot radius.
20-foot radius? Is it a sphere?
Yeah,
Does it say?
it's centered on a point, so sphere. Yeah.
Okay. Good. Go ahead and do this. So right about. Can I move this? The circle no longer exists. Ah! Can never move these once I drop. Oh well, that's where it is. Right, so spike growth. Okay. Is that all your turn?
I mean, I only get to move once and do one action, right?
Do you have
Unless you have
bonus
both.
action?
How do I know if I have bonus action?
You can check your feats instead. Oh, sorry, not whether I'm bloom. Oops.
Bitch, I'm trying to read.
There we go. Oh, I'm sorry. I was popping Smite growth into the chat. So 20-foot radius centered on a point. When a creature moves into or within, takes 2d4 for every 5 feet. Okay.
What if? Hear me out.
So,
One of the little alien creatures.
yeah.
What if I just scooped it in my backpack?
I mean, you could try.
Okay.
Or why?
I don't
That
know.
would be. I would say you probably can't do that this turn.
Damn.
That would be a whole action.
Oh, okay. Well, if I don't kill it, I'm gonna try next time.
Nope. We have Shadow with Ezra on deck.
Wait, how much damage do they take?
They take damage when they move, so it would be on their turn.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I read it wrong.
I am gonna move in front of Stunk.
Question:
And
Is
I'm
your
gonna-
tiger out and active?
I mean, I can call him, but he wasn't initially. I don't know how he's gonna fit through a door of a freaking,
What do
you know. Now I'm gonna leave him in. I'm not. He's a very large. He's not gonna fit.
Pretty big boy.
I'm gonna leave him out of this.
Okay.
I am gonna lightning javelin the one that's directly in front of me.
This one right here.
Yep.
Okay. So the bodiless crab.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah? Oh,
It was there, I don't saw it.
hey,
A one?
you know what?
Oh,
Daddy
one
just
is a
picked up
whiff.
sewing machine so I can fix it tomorrow.
One does not
I'll
work.
sew it tomorrow. Go to bed.
Well,
Guess tomorrow I'm the sewing daddy.
I'm gonna use my bonus to call it back.
Okay.
Because clearly that didn't work.
Quickly snaps back to your hand.
Uh,
Alright, Ezra.
Alright. So let's see here. I'm going to. Oh, he's doing a thing like right there.
That is the spike.
Oh. So I'm going to use my I'm gonna cast Maximilian's Earthen Grasp right here.
Okay.
That way it can grab this dude, do its damage, and just toss it right back in. Like a cheese grater.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and put like a little black circle right there.
Yeah.
Like
And
right here on the side.
yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And Maximilian's Earthen Grasp is a strength save. So when it pops up, it'll do. Let's see. I have to look at my character sheet for that because I don't have an actual spell card for it.
I got you. It's looks like a strength save. On a fail, you take 2d6 bludgeoning damage and is restrained.
I'm going to change the damage to fire damage.
Okay.
So it'll be like, yeah, fire damage. Here we go.
All right. Now we have Stonk. He's going to pull his short bow. He's going to attack at the head crab right there. 11 is a whiff. This tick right here is going to attack this guard.
Oh, so did the it can attack something that's within 5 feet of it. So that's what.
Oh, I thought it was like when they step into it.
No,
oh, okay.
no. It's a big ass like earth hand. It just reaches out and grabs.
Oh,
them.
yeah. So it just does damage. Is it to, like, roll the hit or anything?
Yeah, like they have to make a strength
Okay.
save.
Oh, all right, great. Okay, so as the hand kind of bursts forward out of the ground, just kind of strikes the head crab in front of it, gripping it in its fist as it screams and tries to break free. Okay. Let's make a strength check.
Yeah, it has to make a strength save against my DC, which is 14.
4.
So it's taken all 10 fire damage.
10 fire damage to the head crab. You watch as the body just kind of combusts into a deep, dark flame before crumpling to the ground as a pile.
Nice. Now I just gotta maintain concentration and I can just keep doing that.
Okay. This one is gone. Okay. Alright. Now this tick here is gonna make an attack against this guard. This is where I wish I had like multiple screens.
that would be useful.
Yeah.
5 is a whiff. Okay. Alright. And we're back to the top of the initiative order. With the skull tick right here. This one is gonna step up to Neferit, moving 10 feet. So he is going to take 2d4 for every 5 feet, 2d4 2 times.
Do I need a roll?
A pizza?
Again.
Oh, we're all out of the pizza, but we have
What's
those little pizza bites that we
It'll
had
be
earlier.
4d4.
Which one?
I put them all in
Which
a
one?
container.
This one right here.
Hold on. Am I supposed to look at something?
No, it's just 2d4 damage.
Yeah, which dice do I roll?
Oh, the d4.
What's that?
It's the pyramid.
It's the pyramid triangle.
Okay, I'm sorry. I roll 2 of them, right?
The thing full of the pizza snacks is right there.
Yes.
That would be 2 3s.
So 6 points of damage.
Nice.
Hello?
Now,
Oh, okay, cool. So, what do you get for damage? out of 4d6?
Huh?
What'd you get for damage out of 4d6?
Is that the regular looking dice?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
D6, yes. 4 times.
Okay. $12.
12?
Yeah.
12 points of piercing damage.
You said I take 4 points?
No. They take 12 points of piercing damage.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
You're good.
I thought they were attacking me. That's why.
No.
Because you said they moved.
Yeah, they moved up to you, so they're within 5 feet now, but they're not attacking you yet.
But that was just the damage they took from moving in that field, right?
Right.
Okay.
But now they're going to attack you.
Okay.
She get Did she get the
Oh,
advantage
as
from
this, as you get a real close look at it now, you see that it is kind of the body of a young man, though his face is kind of clutched by this skull tick. And as you kind of watch him approach you, you can hear just the faintest voice. Just go, "Get it off me, please."
Can I reach out and grab the thing off his face?
Well, first it's gonna make a slam attack at you.
Damn.
Gonna attempt to slap you with his arms. I'm sorry. 17.
You said what?
17.
17 what?
Yeah, 17. Does the 17 hit you?
I don't know.
What's your AC?
What's your armor
What's it
class?
say for your armor class?
17.
17. Okay, so it does hit just barely.
Okay.
So you take
So have we just been killing innocent people?
as far as
You
you,
can try to talk to him.
as far as you know, their bodies are being controlled.
Okay.
Now that you've kind of heard the person underneath speak, you kind of gather that they're being controlled.
Okay. So how much damage do I take?
3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Just
Alright.
a straight smack.
Yeah, it's just a straight smack. This one is gonna move 1 5-foot space. So go ahead and roll 2d6.
2 of the triangles?
2 of the regular dice.
Okay.
He's going to attack this guard.
7.
7. Okay, so 7 points of piercing damage. Okay, he hits this guard for and he took 7 damage. Okay. Next, we have Grimfeather with Sienna on deck.
All right. So Grimfeather, first arrow at this guy.
What is your range?
400 feet
Jesus.
with the crossbow.
I don't even think scenes ever be that big.
I get max range. I don't have disadvantage if they're beyond my regular range.
Oh shit, that's sick. Yeah, go for it. Roll to hit. Are you aiming for the tick or the body?
Oh, always the tick. That's going to be a natural 20.
Natural 20. Fucking domed.
Which is going to be 28 points of damage.
28 points damage. Drops dead.
And then one more arrow at this guy for my bonus action. That is 23 to hit.
23 hits.
For 26 points of damage.
This one as well drops.
Wow, this man's the cleanup crew.
I rolled a
American Sniper.
natural. I rolled a 10 on the D10 on that last hit, plus 10 for my sharpshooter, plus 6 for weapon extra. So yeah.
Alright. Is that all of your
Total builds
strength?
in a 1 from
Yeah, I only get 2 attacks now.
Okay.
I get 3 on my first turn, 2 otherwise until we level up again.
Okay, cool. So, we got Sienna with the next skull tick on deck.
So which one's left or tick?
This one right here is just that. The rest are full
Alright.
bodies.
The rest are bodies with the ticks?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna go for the one close to Nephra,
Okay.
and I'm going to do an Eldritch Blast.
So you're gonna do what?
An Eldritch Blast.
Plus, she said an exorcism.
Eldritch Blast.
Almost.
Sorry.
Anyway. That's 13 force damage.
13 force damage. You watch as the blast kind of strikes in the chest as the body drops dead.
Am I able to move here even though there's a dead body?
Yeah.
Alright, so, and that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Now this one is gonna run up to you. Go ahead and roll 4d6 for me.
4 d6s?
Mika.
What?
Oh,
Roll 4d6.
Like 4 times?
Yes. He moved 10 feet.
the cube one.
Okay, he's gonna make a slam attack towards you. 13?
13.
Actually, he's gonna fucking die.
Damn!
You see him kind of run through with the spikes jut out of the ground as it falls, getting stabbed one more time.
Man, this is getting out of control.
Flossing.
All right, we have Haku with Nepheret on deck.
Huh?
Alright. So... You see his move distance.
15 feet fly, 40 feet swim.
So 5, 15. He's gonna move like right 15 feet right after the circle.
Oh, you probably can't.
I can't move him yet. Sorry. And then he's gonna go for the one in front of him.
Okay. Let me make sure.
And then-
you can-
The water sphere slam. Just does a 12 hit.
12 is a miss.
Alright. We'll try again. 6 is a miss. And one more time.
13 hits.
Yeah, okay.
13 hits body.
So
Which one are you aiming for?
the one right in front of him.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So that would be 14 damage.
14 damage.
Bludgeoning.
Right. Nepheret with Shadow on deck.
Really fucked myself over on this one.
Why?
Because I
Mhm.
can't
Why?
move in the circle without getting hurt.
I don't think it
You don't
hurts
have-
you.
I don't think it would hurt you.
Yeah, I don't think it hurts you.
Does it say?
Actually, it hurts anybody that goes through it.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
Your Thorn
Oh,
Whip
yeah.
has a 30 feet radius.
Yeah, there you
I'm
go.
looking.
Yeah, it's a winnow creature.
So you could do Thorn Whip to them.
Yeah, because if they fail to save, they get pulled 10 feet.
Oh shit.
And that would do the spikes too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the cheese grater.
See, what I want to do is I want to take the thing off its face.
Could you thorn
But if
whip
I
the
do
thing
that-
off its face?
I would say
Oh.
See why you could not.
if you roll high enough to hit the skull tick, you can absolutely try and pull it off.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
gonna be a melee spell attack, so you should be able to hit it.
With
Mhm.
thorn
We
whip.
could have just ripped these things off, and we're just out there killing people.
We could have been Indiana Jones the
Could
entire
be.
time.
To be fair,
The whole time, Mike
Grimfeather
is
has
like,
only
"Are
shot
these
the ticks.
people?"
But the ticks are attached to the thing. You're shooting them with sniper arrows.
Yeah, he's probably been pinning ticks to people's heads. Arrow going through the tick and into their brain, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Too good of a marksman.
This is what he does.
So can I use thorn whip to try and grab the thing off one of their faces?
This one right here is just the tick. If you want to just try and hit that one.
Okay. If it lives,
Yeah.
I want to shove it in my backpack.
Okay.
You would have to get close enough, which would.
Well, I'm gonna use thorn whip.
Thornwood does
pulled
pull it 10 feet
So
closer
it
to
would
her.
land about
Yeah.
here, which would be close enough.
Yeah, let's do that. So what do I? What roll?
So let's see. Thorn whip, I believe it is. a-
D20
the
plus
cat go.
5.
I don't know what that means.
So roll to hit. So d20 plus 5.
15.
15. If it's just the tick, 15 is a miss. Very
Do I
close.
pull it closer though?
You didn't hit it.
Oh. Now
You
I'm
can move
sad.
closer to the circle.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll move
You
here.
could also, if you wanted to, you could climb the building.
For why?
I don't know if you felt like that's what you wanted to do.
Why not?
But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get this thing in my backpack. And if I climb a building, I can't do that.
Well, there is always the opportunity to
Oh,
do
good
non-lethal
for you.
damage if you would like to
To do
try.
what?
You can. Oh, there's always the opportunity to like do non-lethal attacks if you chose not to kill something.
If you chose.
Yeah, if you so choose.
See, the problem is if I go in this circle, I'm gonna get hurt.
Yeah. That's okay.
That's why I want to use Thorn Whip to bring it closer.
It's freezing in my room.
The heater's
Yeah, we'll
going
be in a
right now.
predicament.
Go get covered up in blankets, kid.
I did.
One whip.
My
Okay.
blanket
So is that all you
is
need?
Yeah, because I missed.
Okay.
So
We got Shadow with Ezra on that.
And I can't get close. That's gonna suck.
oh shit.
I'll move closer. I'm
Okay.
lightning javelin in front of the creature there.
This one right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Please don't get in that one. I got a 5.
5 is the whip.
That sucks. I used my bonus to throw a regular javelin.
Okay.
I gotta check some real quick. Of course, it wants to be difficult.
So your lightning javelin probably lands about here.
It's not lightning javelin's day because it's being rude.
Mm.
Okay.
Well, once you're fully attuned to that belt, every day will be Lightning
I-
Javelin's day.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
96. Okay.
And when he levels up next level, if he takes Rogue, he can get expertise.
Does a 19 hit?
19 hits. 19 hits tick.
And I got read. Okay, okay.
You know, I was actually thinking about taking Rogue
So,
at
well,
6th level.
12 damage.
damage.
This one also drops dead.
Yay. One javelin did something.
Okay.
Whether
We
it's
got
like
Ezra with Stonk to finish off the initiative.
All right. Well, the two that we can see in the little thorn area are those just regular guys with ticks on them, or no?
Which ones?
The ones in the the spike growth area.
Oh man.
One of them is just the tick. This one, and this one is tick and body.
All right. So the ticks can be targeted individually, right?
Right. They have a slightly higher AC.
Perfect. I'm gonna cast magic missile,
Ooh.
and I'm gonna have 2 magic missiles hit the one on the body, and 1 magic missile hit one that's not attached to anything.
All by his lonesome.
Yeah.
Go for it.
I'm gonna spread the love.
you're gonna. Okay.
Very. There we go.
Is spike the concentration?
I'm so mad because I could have used fucking lucky.
Okay, so that's gonna be 8 damage to the tick on the guy there, and it's gonna be 4 damage to the lonesome tick.
Okay. Is it 4?
Yep.
Okay. Something I did forget to tell you, I forgot. Every turn you can choose to drop the concentration on spike growth if you want. Like you don't have to keep it up.
Now you tell.
I'm sorry, I forgot.
Right.
I would say if you want to, I'll let you drop it, even though it's not your turn.
Okay.
Okay.
I think you can drop it on anyone's turn if you wanted to.
Okay. Oh, I actually didn't know that. The more you learn. How do I get rid of this circle? Get the hell out of
By
here.
the way, forgot to mention, you can just drop it. Say again.
Clearing drawings doesn't work. The circle is God.
This whole time, been up.
Alright. Pretend the circle does not exist, for I cannot erase it.
Roll initiative for the circle.
Yeah, honestly. Circle has gained sentience, apparently.
You not right now.
Circle is love. Circle is love.
Alright. With that, this bodiless tick is gonna run up to Neferet and attempt to
God.
latch.
I'm gonna scoop it in my bag.
It's not your turn.
But he's right there.
Yeah.
This is a chance, though. You can get in a wrestling match.
Yeah.
It is going to attempt to latch onto your face.
Oh no.
I do. I'm gonna take
Yeah.
my quarterstaff and smack it.
If only.
Oh,
Can I do that?
So go ahead and make a strength check.
D20?
Mm-hmm. D20
Oh,
add strength.
Are you actually taking my quarterstaff bat to heart?
If you had held your reaction, then you could. But you did
What
not.
do you mean?
You could, like, if you see something coming at you, you can hold your reaction for that when they get in range, you can make an attack.
What does that mean?
Like, if something were to be coming into your range, right? And on your turn, you were like, I want to hold my reaction for when they get here. Then when they got there, you would make that attack.
Anytime on your turn, you can be like, I want to save turn for this.
Yeah.
Listen,
Or you can like hold
that's
your
a
action, you can hold your
13
reaction.
for me, dog.
13?
Yeah.
13 is a whiff. It latches onto your face as you feel the sharp tendrils lock into place around your skull.
Can I use lucky?
What does Lucky do? If you reroll?
Basically, yeah. Lets me reroll.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm rolling d20, right?
Right.
Yes.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
This is definitely a time for Lucky to come in clutch.
Except it didn't.
It didn't?
No,
Oh.
that's a
Alright.
2.
Can't you like apply Lucky to be a debuff to their roll too?
Yeah.
What does it make you roll again for a disadvantage?
Huh?
Does it make you roll for disadvantage if you use it for an enemy?
Yeah.
But you
It
already
basically
used
just
it.
makes the enemy roll again.
Yeah. But you already used it for yours, sadly.
Yeah.
So it's going to latch on to your face. Your turns are now his turn. He can only make melee attacks. Cannot use any of your spells or anything. But it does take your AC and your health. Okay. So this one is going to jump up to your initiative. 12.
Seems rude.
Now it is Stonk's turn. He sees this happen. He's like, "What do I do? What do I do? Do I hit it?"
Save me.
He pulls his short bow. Attempts to hit the stick off.
Oh, you're just gonna
Yeah.
fucking shoot me in the head. All right.
Try to shoot it off.
Look, he's freaking out. All right, he doesn't know it.
Stonk, calm
Somebody
down.
stop him.
In every one of your turns, you can roll another strength check to break the grapple.
Every turn or everyone on my turn?
Every one on your turn,
Okay.
which is now their turn. So every one of you guys' turns.
Shadow, you have to pin him. You gotta pin Neferet down.
I have to. I'm not quite there yet, but I will be.
So, as Stonk draws back with careful precision, as he hits 1d6 plus 3.
Problem is, I'm like so close.
As Stonk lets the arrow loose, trying his best to hit you as little as he can. You take 7 damage, but the tick also takes 7 damage. As it drops dead off your body.
Hey.
You're gasping for
I'm
breath
saved.
as you're clawing at your face.
I no
glad
longer
that was
want
a
to
lucky
keep the
shot.
tick.
He was like, "Oh no, you fucking don't."
I'm here to save you.
Back to the top of the initiative order. This one is going to detach from the body, drop to just being ahead, and attempt to get the fuck out of here.
Hey, whoa. Can I run after it?
On your turn, you can.
God damn it.
He's like, he was right here, so 30 feet. He'd be like,
Grimfeather, it's your time.
I
Fortunately,
can
it's behind the
see
building.
him.
he is behind full cover at this point.
Huh?
At this point, it would be behind full cover, being in behind this building and all.
Yeah, but Grimfeather can fly.
This is true.
Yeah, Grimfeather is kind of like
Shot.
70 feet in the air right now.
Oh yeah,
Oh, he's just been floating?
but I would still say
He's
even
been flying up. Once he
How
got
come
out there, he just goes up.
from back there, being that high. I don't think you'd be able to see him.
Yeah, it'd be an awkward angle.
Yeah, so like to your perspective, you see him like scurry behind this building, and it's gone from your sight.
He just has to move a little bit just to get him in line of sight then again, so that's not that bad.
Oh no, I've already got that figured out.
So it's Grimfeather's turn, right?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna move over here so I can see him.
There you go. Yeah, I would say that'll give you line of sight. Yeah, just barely.
So
I'd say it's in that position, you'd be like half cover.
okay, yeah. All right, so first attack is gonna be on him.
Go ahead and roll a hit with disadvantage.
There we go.
All right, that's a 17 to hit.
17 hits.
Nice.
Hold on, I'm dropping dice. That is 20 points of damage.
How do you want to do this?
Oh, the arrow just goes straight into it, pinning it to the ground. You just see an arrow just come out of nowhere and stick it straight into the ground, into the cobblestones.
Nice.
Pick a bum.
Well,
And is there still one on Nefret?
nope.
No.
Stonk was
Okay.
able to get off of him.
Oh, okay. Then Grimfeather's like, I got them all! Yay!
Hey, congratulations. As the chaos kind of dies down around you, those who are alive are happy to be. Oh wait, I can move the circle now. Yeah, get that out of here. You see all the guards kind of regroup. There's only about 4 of them left. But you can see that they're kind of like gathering all the bodies of their people and kind of like line them up on this building over here. Okay. What do you all do?
Well, first things first. I gotta check something. Well, that was a weird experience. I just kind of like go up to the guards. Are you okay? Do you need medical attention?
You kind of walk up to this group of guards and
Yeah.
they all kind of look at you, haggard breaths, but they look at you and they say, "Thank you for your help. I don't know if we would have made it."
Yeah, I'm happy to help, and honestly, who could sleep with all that racket?
Terribly sorry to have awakened the patrons of this
Oh
inn.
no! If I hadn't awoke, who knows how much worse it could have been. I mean,
How much bad?
how much bad? Yeah, Ezra's got that tired brain.
Yeah, this is like half asleep. Like y'all just wiped this group.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I'm gonna go. I forgot to be humble for this interaction. Can we just forget that we talked about this?
You see him just give you like a little nod. He crosses his arms as the guard captain kind of finally arrives on the scene. Yeah, he was asleep. So you see this burly figure in kind of thick, heavy leather jacket with a kind of like a half breastplate with leather pants. Seems to have 2 long swords strapped across his back. So let's see.
I'm just picturing like a Mad Max biker, like leather jacket, leather pants.
Comes onto the scene and looks around at all the weird spider corpses and dead guards and dead civilians, and he goes, "Seems everything turned out all right."
Yeah, okay.
You see all the guards kind of stand to attention and say, "Sir, we were able to, with the help of these patrons from the nearby inn, dispatch the threat rather quickly." And he gives a little nod as he kind of looks over at all of you. And one of the guards kind of walks up and whispers into the guard captain's ear. And you see, as he speaks, the guard captain kind of, his eyes go wide as he looks at all of you. He goes, "We've got mages in our town."
Yeah.
What of it?
And he kind of looks at you for a second and goes, "No problem at all. Mages are a rare sight these days.
Ah,
Nevertheless, happy to have your help. We've been in more and more attacks recently.
why?
That's the thing. Nobody knows why.
Where do they come from?
And he kind of just gives you a solemn look. Actually, you all are together. Would anyone like to make a perception check of the scene as you guys are talking to the guard captain?
I would like to search the bodies.
Yeah, the bodies of the
I'll fucking loot
guards
the
and
body.
civilians and stuff.
Yeah, I don't care about niceties.
You just see Grimfeather going around collecting all of his little bolts that he shot.
Yeah, you Grimfeather can go ahead and make a perception check. Sienna, I will say, as you attempt to approach the bodies, the guards kind of hold out their hand and just kind of give you a look.
All right.
That's a 19 perception.
19. You, as you look around the scene and you're picking up all your bolts and flying around in different spaces, where is this? Looking towards the outer streets, and as your eyes are kind of drawn to the rooftops, you do see a silhouetted black figure that seems to just be watching.
What the fuck?
What did you roll for perception?
19.
19? Perfect. With a 19, you do not see any distinguishing features. Though you with a 19, you can assume they are at least humanoid in rough shape from this distance. They're probably about 80 to 100 feet on one of the further away rooftops.
Can I roll an insight to see if they look like threatening at all?
Absolutely.
That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. As your eyes kind of focus and you squint to get a better look, you don't pick up any specific hostility. Looking at this figure, you do feel a weighted presence. And as you stare, you get the feeling that it sees you and it knows you're watching.
Would that weighted presence be uncomfortable to Grimfeather? Like, yeah.
I would say, yeah, it would be relatively uncomfortable. Not enough to exactly like trigger a huge red flag, but enough to be noticed.
Grimfeather's releasing arrows.
Releasing arrows. Yeah. Go ahead and roll the hit with disadvantage. I would say this figure is about over here on this back building.
On the roof?
Mm-hmm.
That's all right. He's still within my range. That's going to be a 19 to hit.
Okay. As you fire your arrow, you watch it travel. You see the figure kind of look up at it. See just the slightest of head movement as it watches the arrow fly towards it. Before it raises a hand stopping it midair. And in your head, you hear, "Good try."
Oh,
Ooh.
oh my.
I'm just gonna think back at it. Come down here and say that.
You making an intimidation check or a persuasion?
All right, this is what Grimfeather's good at. He's got a whole +2 here.
I say intimidation or persuasion. Your choice.
Although a natural 20 should do it with my fuck you die.
Natural 20. As you say this, you hear slightest chuckle, where it says, "In time, my feathered friend." As you
Right
watch,
now.
as you watch the figure's hand raise and a dark purple portal appear behind it. As
Oh.
it spits through.
I'll get you next time.
You would be
Oh,
the
I
only
know.
one to witness any of this. So
You
like,
all
you
see
saying that out
Grimfeather just staring at a building going, I'll get you next time.
you see Grimfeather just like launch an arrow off into the distance.
I'm gonna turn around and be like, "What are you doing?"
There was the cloak and the scary and then yeah and then nah, it's fine.
The guard captain continues talking, and he mentions that the attacks have been more recent, but that he was very happy to have your help, and that if you all would like, he can properly repay you for your assistance if you report to the guardhouse in the morning.
Bet.
Hmm.
I'm gonna ask him how long the attack's been going on.
That's a very good question.
See him think for a second. It's been about 2 weeks, though these creatures are the first we've seen.
So
Was there creatures that came back multiple times?
Luckily, in these attacks, nothing made it out of the city. But we still don't know how they're getting in.
So is this like a monster of the week, monster of the day?
You see him kind of hold back a slight smile as he goes, "God, I hope not."
That doesn't
But-
answer the question.
Look, this man, he's fucking fed up.
Man's
as he-
hated.
As he looks over all of you, he says, "We do appreciate your help here. And while mages are valued, they are rare. Not all will share the same idea as I. So, for your own protection, we suggest that you maybe keep your magic hidden. He looks over at Haku and Stonk, companions close by."
You fucking racist or something?
I came here to die.
Racist cat people and dragons?
Well, I've been through a few places, and some people really, really don't like magics. It's a shame, really.
And he nods as he listens to you talk and says, "You must understand, this world is ravaged by magic. Those who harness its power,
Oh, Jesus.
those who harness its power can do horrible things. And they have done horrible things." And with that, he gives you all a nod before saying, "You're now in your debt. Please report to us in the morning, and we will reward you with the best we can." As he takes his leave, his guards following behind as they strap the bodies onto a cart and take them away.
While that's happening, I want to kind of investigate the area for any clues.
Roll an
We're gonna
investigation.
Scooby-Doo this shit.
Yeah.
Go ahead
All
and
right,
roll
gang.
investigation.
Let's split up and search for contextual clues.
Start ripping
Oh,
off
dude,
many
shit.
things.
It was the mayor the entire time. Nat 20.
The guard captain was the real Skulltick all along.
Whoa.
I knew it. It was a real estate agent with a mask.
Grimfeather staring at one of the bugs, going, "Ah, it was the bugs," with his natural one.
The bees.
You
That's a
do
nat
notice
twen-
that the
nat 20
guards
plus
don't
8.
bother going near, touching, or collecting the Skullticks. They are avoiding them at all costs.
They dead?
It's fair.
Yes, they are all dead.
I'm gonna put one in my bag.
You want to put one of the bodies in your bag? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. As you search the bodies and you search the surrounding area, there doesn't seem to be any worthy materials worth taking from them. Aside from
Bad
the whole
experience with
thing,
bodies
apparently.
in bags.
Apparently, the whole thing. So, but as you search, you don't find anything that really catches your eye as odd or strange, other than presence of these creatures. Even as Stonk kind of looks over them, he has this curious look as he goes, "Never seen things like this before."
I've heard of similar things.
I'm gonna go back into the inn.
Okay.
Is there still the two dudes that I was talking to last night? Do we see them in sight?
This early in the morning, the inside is pretty empty. There's probably about one barmaid kind of on duty behind the counter.
I'm gonna go back into the inn and back into the room and use my natural recovery to heal a little bit.
Yeah, it is early enough in the day where you guys can continue your long rest.
All right.
Can I look at the bookshelf and see if there's any books?
The bookshelf in your room?
Yes, that are like native to this.
Absolutely. Roll a perception or investigation. Your choice.
Hmm.
18.
18. Looking
Investigation.
through the bookshelf, there are various novels and dictionaries and encyclopedias. The ones that really catch your eye are there's a book about the outer gods of this plane. One of them kind of has Aurelia written along the what is the part of the book called?
The spine?
The spine?
Yeah, the spine written along the spine. You see, we can assume one labeled for every god of this world. You see several books about the seraphim. You see one tightly bound black leather book labeled "The Aether Kindred." And
All of that.
this seems to be detailing the events of the war, what the Kindred are, what they stand for, and things like that.
Do I see anything that seems relevant?
Seems relevant?
Yeah.
What did you get for investigation? 18?
18.
You do find several cooking books. You find one book written in gold lettering that is titled The Prophecy. And it's a pretty small book. You can kind of assume it's like a children's book. It's not, drawn, doesn't have pictures or anything, but it seems pretty simple for its subject.
Okay, like either perception or like investigation to see if that's like what the king was talking about.
What the king was talking about, the prophecy? Yeah, you can definitely check out the book. You don't have to roll for it. As you look at this book, it is very nicely made. It's probably about 50 pages or so. It's not too thick. The cover is simple. It has kind of a Actually, make an Arcana check.
Okay. Dirty 21.
3021. Looking at this cover, there is one symbol. Looking at this, you almost recognize it right away. It's the symbol for divinity or to be blessed.
I remember where I recognize
This symbol, you don't recognize it anywhere aside from your magical studies. You've seen it before, you've studied runes and sigils enough to recognize this. As you flip through the book, it talks about, the war and how the gods spoke about a chosen group that would rebind the Aether kindred back to their prisons, and how the gods crossed each other and fought over what was left of the world after the war. The book talks about about the kind of, what's the words I'm thinking of? The role that the Estonian Empire had in the war that happened roughly 200 years ago or so. It talks about the Estonian Empire being usually ruled by vampire nobles.
Ooh.
And it talks about there being high activity of fiends and aberrations in the Estonian side of the country.
I'm gonna try to pocket the book.
Yeah, you can pocket the book. Okay. You can go ahead and add one book.
Do I have to roll?
No, you just take the book. It's in your room.
And it's called The Prophecy.
Yes.
Can I go out to the barmaid and see if she knows? Just ask, like, hey, do you know anything about the kindred?
Okay. As you approach this barmaid, it looks to be, she has a dark red skin. She's fairly bulky, almost on the level of like a half ogre or a half orc. And she kind of looks at you, and you say this word to her. You see all the color just drain from her face, and she says, "The kindred, Aether kindred."
I'm not from here, so I'm still learning about the history. I'd like to know from someone who's lived here for a while.
Okay. And she kind of gives you a nod. Goes, "I understand." Well, you see, back in the day where some believe the gods still lived and ruled, there was some kind of war with these ancient, terrifying creatures. Some believe that they are gods themselves, or not even from this universe.
Do you think they could be linked to the things we saw today? And I'm gonna like motion towards the door.
You are referring to the Skultics?
Yeah.
I don't believe she would know what you're talking about, as she stayed inside.
Okay, so she didn't like see any of.
Yeah. So I mean, as you ask the question, she says, I'm not too sure what you mean. I heard a ruckus outside, but I didn't want to, leave the bar unattended."
And be like, okay, well, thank you. In case they pick up too.
She goes, "Oh, of course. Anything you need." Cool. Are you all returning to the inn, returning to your rooms?
Yeah.
Okay.
When Ezra
Say,
comes back, I'm gonna show them.
then show them the book.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Nobody has anything to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
As Ezra comes back into the inn, well, I found nothing. No clues out there. And trust me, I was very thorough.
I found this book in here, and I think it has to do with like the history of this place.
Oh, what'd you find?
Now I'll hand the book over.
You see the same as you look at this book. It's beautifully written. The rune on the front is very eye-catching. It seems fairly old, but in pretty well condition, considering.
Very lightly read. She just kind of like fingers through the pages.
Yeah, as you read this passage, it goes. The prophecy states that a chosen group will be the one to stop the kindred as they return.
And I'm gonna be like, I think that maybe those things could be linked to the kindred, and we could be part of this prophecy, as the king said.
Oh shit!
Angel.
We just come out of meditation like, oh shit!
That part checks out. I don't know about the attacks out there, but it's definitely something. Shuts the book. It's definitely something bigger than what these people are used to. They said they've only been experiencing this for the past 2 weeks. We were summoned rather recently. I would guess that perhaps other areas are suffering similar issues. The king was sending us to that. Well, I forget what the place is, but Ezra.
Follow.
Yeah. So they were having issues of the like, weren't they?
I get the feeling that Ezra thinks I'm like a conspiracy theorist. Or something like I'm not making sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Conspiracy.
After the attack, you're all just kind of you're a little rattled, you know.
I
It wasn't the
guess-
most threatening attack, but it was very odd.
So, what do you all think we should do before leaving town? Like, clearly the guard chief wants us to meet up, but part of me wants to stay and help, but perhaps we would be more help to get to the bottom of this whole situation at a meta level.
What if?
How far
it's
is our
crap?
next location?
At this time, from the city of Lunsk to Followheart, it's about a week and a half on foot.
Okay, so
I say we stay one more day. Since
Why
it's such a
not
long.
one more day?
I say we sleep, and in the morning we eat waffles.
you
he's
making
really
them?
growing on me.
Well, sadly, you know, waffles don't exist in this world.
Pancakes, then. Pancakes.
They only got French toast with wheat bread. Nice.
Which is a pan.
Oh, his name is Peter, and he flies, and he has a fairy friend.
Well, now you're
At this
making
point,
me
I
laugh.
think you're crazy because I saw you sheep the skies.
Huh. Well, a day to prepare for the journey ahead sounds like a good idea. We could poke around town, see what we can find out.
Sounds good.
Why not?
And at the rate with how dangerous this journey is, I believe it would behoove us to do a little bit of prep. I am going to take the time to get some extra magic stored away for an emergency.
Ezra, do you still need to copy any of my spells?
If you could, that'd be fantastic. I mean, I know making spell scrolls is a costly endeavor. I'm willing to pay.
If you would, that's great.
Yeah, Sina and Nephra, if both of you would be so inclined, that would be fantastic. And maybe the rest of you would poke around town while we work on that?
Suppose.
Yes.
I have spells too.
Oh. Is Grimfeather proficient in Arcana?
He is actually.
Then he can make spell scrolls.
Nice.
So, Grimfeather has Disguise Self, Goodberry, Hunter's Mark, Speak with Animals, and Zephyr Strike.
I know I can take Disguise Self. I don't know about Zephyr Strike. If I could get that one, I would want it.
Have you already looked at my spells?
Let's see. Let me take another check on. Oh wait, I actually can't look at your spell list right now.
Oh, Zephyr Strike is Ranger only.
Oh, that's unfortunate. In that case, Disguise Self from you. And then
Okay.
It takes a day and 25 gold to make the scroll. And it takes me like 2 minutes to copy the spell into my book.
Oh.
Let's see here. I can learn Earth Tremor. Otherwise, anything else you have is like a second level spell, and that takes longer and more resources to turn into a scroll. Yeah, so the only one I can get from Neferet is Earth Tremor. I forget what Cena has.
Alright, I'm writing it out in the Discord right now because I have.
Yeah, go for it.
So you want first.
Yeah.
Is cantrips as well?
I can't do cantrips.
Okay. For my first levels, I have Hellish Rebuke, False Life, Distort Value, Pause Fear, Disguise Self, and Phantasm Force.
Let's see. I can get Distort Value. I already have False Life. I know I can't do Hellish Rebuke. What was the other one?
Cause Fear, Disguise Self, and Phantasm Force.
Okay. Yeah, I can get Cause Fear.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I'll take that one this time around.
Are spell scrolls like a free spell for you? How do those work?
Basically, a spell scroll takes, if I remember correctly, 25 gold in 1 day to make for a first level scroll.
You basically like gain it as a spell?
For me, I have to copy it into my spell book, which uses the scroll.
And then he gets it unlimited times as long as he prepares it that day.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
It's basically a good way for us to have more collective utility if they decide that they don't want to have it prepared a certain day, or like we just need more people casting specific spell.
Yeah, makes sense. All right, so do you all return to your sleeps?
Yes.
Yeah. You all get a restful sleep. You can replenish whatever was taken, whatever spell slots or health you may have lost.
All right. Cool.
And nothing changes on Grimfeather.
Could not hit, but regular javelin could.
Oh.
The hell.
Excellent.
As you all sleep through the rest of the morning comfortably without disruption, you all awake with the bright morning in the town of Luntz.
Oh, does Grimfeather want me to cover the cost of materials for him making a spell scroll as well?
Grimfeather really doesn't care about money, so he does it.
Okay. That puts me at 77 gold.
And now Grimfeather has 5 gold.
And then I was going to make a spell scroll myself. And that's just me using my pen to put the spell scroll on my body.
Sienna, if we would please make a animal handling check for me.
Okay.
With this new morning with you and Haku.
I got an 11.
11. 11 is good enough.
Okay.
What do you do to bond with him with that 11?
I'm gonna try to
Gaze.
find a piece of string and like play with him like a cat.
Why
Just
not?
2 little ribbons running around.
Kind of dangle his ribbon as this water danger noodle chases
Sounds adorable.
it.
So the next morning we need to go. We need to go to the barracks place. They said they'd give us things.
This is true.
It's true. That means I'm attuned.
They would.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh
Okay,
no.
let's see.
Alright. So, you all head to the guard captain?
Yeah.
Yes.
As you all take these not yet familiar streets, I can get rid of these. As you all take these slightly unfamiliar streets, you quickly figure out which way to go. Asking, nearby civilians or whatever guards may point you in the right direction. You find it rather quickly. It's a large, mainly stone, 2-story building with large double doors. So, as you step inside, you are greeted by several guards who are currently seem to be, strapping on their armor and their weapons and waking up for the early morning shifts. What do you do as you enter this building?
Hello.
As you enter the space, it is pretty brightly lit. There seems to be about 10 or 15 guards that you can see just from the entrance. Looking through the space, you can see several hallways that go off into different rooms, or which you can assume. But looking straight through the back, you do see an office that is labeled Captain.
Let's see.
I'm sorry, what do we see?
The captain.
See about 10, 15 guards. You see a door labeled Captain.
Okay.
See some hallways.
So we're at the station where it's in the street.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Probably like a 10-minute walk. You get there pretty quickly, no real problems.
Where do they got Captain?
Where do they got Captain?
No, what do they have Captain?
You step into his office.
I told you guys it was a trap.
No, it's probably okay.
Roll a con save. As you all step in, you file into his office. He kind of looks up from his papers as he pulls off a pair of glasses. In the bright light of this office, you can now see his more defining features. He does seem to be another downcast, similar to Shadow himself. He seems to have the piercing golden eyes. As you look at his face, he has 2 glowing golden runes that trace up the line of his cheek, leading just under his eyes. He looks at you all and he goes, happy to see you all again. I assume you slept well.
As well as you can.
Ain't that true? And he stands and he offers you all a shake. And he goes, so, in the recent weeks, we've had very few mages come through. But there was one group in particular that kind of stood out. We're not too sure where they went after they left, but they did leave a few things behind.
Ooh.
And you see as he
What?
reaches under his desk and pulls out a leather satchel before slapping it onto the desk.
Just
This baby hits 20 miles an hour.
spooky.
As you look at it, it's pretty well made. It's pretty pretty worn. You can see about 3 or 4 scrolls sticking out of it.
Ezra is on that. Like,
And then as he places it on the desk, he goes, "See, I am not a magic user myself, but I do believe these are fairly valuable scrolls. We don't have too many use for them here, as we don't usually offer, these kind of items in daily shops."
honestly, anything is welcome to this book.
You could do a smile and a nod and goes, "Well, it's the least we can do."
I'm very appreciative. Thank you. And she kind of gives like a slight, a little bit of a slight bow, but like awkwardly.
So as you take this bag and you look inside, there are, I believe, 4 scrolls, about 100 gold. What else? And there does seem to be several rings. Rings.
Ooh.
One in particular is this black crystal obsidian ring, and as you look at it, it almost has a metallic shimmer to it. And as you kind of look around the rim, it does have a 5-pointed star kind of etched into it with a golden ink.
Ooh.
I like that.
I want to try to identify that one.
You want to identify?
I want that one.
I want something that'll help me.
Does identify need a roll or?
Well, I don't.
No,
have,
identify. You
looking.
just hold it and you can.
Okay.
Well, I don't have
it.
identify. I'm just going to
Yeah.
attempt to identify it.
Yeah, you
Oh,
can make
Arcana
an
check.
yeah, I'll
Yeah.
say make an Arcana or Investigation check.
Black.
Let's see here.
Shiny. Like that.
Well, that's a 19.
19.
Oh, it sounds like
You-
we're gonna have to grab the baby, but yeah.
You recognize this as a star metal ring.
Okay.
You've heard of some of these. As far as you know, they seem to be made of a very rare type of metal. Seems to come from meteorites or asteroids of some kind.
Do I know anything about like what they're used for, or is that just kind of figure it out?
Let me give you 1 second. Because you got a 19, I would say you'd be able to determine its function. I don't know what book it's in.
I gotta grab the
Yeah.
baby. I'll be right back.
Yeah, go for it. There we go. Okay, so this is a rare ring for the rest of you who do not know.
A what?
It is a rare ring.
Oh. I thought you said bear. Are there any more rings?
The other ones don't seem to really stand out in any way particular. They're just kind of nicely made golden rings.
I'm gonna put one on.
Black one.
Yeah. There's probably about 2 gold rings and 2 silver rings.
Does any of the
Possible.
gold fit on my tail?
Wait, what?
Does the gold ones fit on my tail?
On your tail?
You're gonna put it on
I would
your
say
tail?
probably not.
I'm gonna put it on my toe.
your toe ring?
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm
Yeah,
going to
but-
cast detect magic on everything. See what all lights up.
Okay.
Are you doing that after I put it on my toe?
Yep.
Magic toes.
So as you detect magic in this space, the familiar magical hues kind of brighten up to your senses. Looking around the room, nothing really stands out among the captain's, personal items. But looking at the ring that Orion was identifying, it does glow a slightly gold hue. The 4 spell scrolls all also glow. The colors reminiscent to the schools of magic that the scrolls are. So, the star metal ring It requires attunement by an aberrant horror. This heavy steel ring is set with a chunk of shimmering star metal. While wearing this ring, your appendages are crusted with iridescent star metal. All your unarmed strikes deal magical damage while you are attuned.
Ooh.
Yeah, you
Unarmed strike.
crusty.
I just got unarmed strike.
That would be great for a paladin,
Yeah.
or not a paladin, a monk.
Yeah, but it requires attunement by the aberrant horror transformation. But at the moment, not too useful.
Interesting.
There's 5 scrolls. You as who's checking out these scrolls?
I'm definitely checking them out just to.
Definitely.
see
And
what
so
they
is
are.
Grimfeather.
Yeah, to go ahead and roll Arcana or Investigation for both of you.
Yeah.
22 for Grimfeather.
22.
And a 15 for Ezra. Damn.
15. All right, both of you. So, as you examine these scrolls, the language is not unfamiliar to you. The familiar runes and quotes that you pick up as you look at these scrolls, they do all identify to you as a Circle of Scarlet scroll, a Consumption scroll, Ghost Light scroll, Creeping Touch scroll, and Magic Mirror scroll.
Can I tell if any of those are wizard spells?
I will check for you. So, let's see. So,
Anything wizardly I want to add to my list.
and find the page.
Yeah.
Oh, God, excuse me. What the fuck? Spells is page 117. Okay, so. Let's see. So. Creeping Touch, Ghost Light are bard spells at first level. What were the other ones? It was Consume. Ghost Light is also a cleric spell. Let's see. Sorcerer. Consumption, Creeping Touch, Ghost Light are all sorcerer spells. Circle of Scarlet is a sorcerer spell at 4th level. Magic Mirror is a 5th level sorcerer spell. Creeping Touch, Circle of Scarlet are also warlock spells. And for Wizard, Consumption, Creeping Touch, Ghost Light. I believe that was all of them, right? Creeping Touch, Ghost Light. Oh, Magic Mirror. So let's see. So yeah, so about 3 of them are a mix between warlock, wizard, and sorcerer spells. With one of them being a druid spell.
Nephra, I don't think I'm.
What?
Is that druid spell also ranger?
It is consumption, and ranger is unfortunately not on this list.
Okay.
What was the druid spell?
Consumption.
What's that do?
What
I can tell you. So, consumption. So it's a 1st level evocation. As part of casting this spell, you must expend a hit die or the spell automatically fails. If you do, choose a creature within range and roll the hit die. The creature loses a number of hit points equal to the result. For the duration of the spell, the creature must make a Constitution saving throw at the end of each of its turns. On a failure, roll the hit die expended to cast this spell again, and the creature loses hit points equal to the result. On a success, this effect ends for...
That sounds very complicated.
So basically, you get a hit die that you can roll for damage. If they fail, they take the damage, and on the next turn, you can roll it again for free, basically going until they succeed from the save.
Oh, that's pretty neat.
And it's a bonus action spell.
Nice. How do I learn it?
Learning it is one of those things where if you decide you like the spell, next time you level up, you can just add it to your list.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I believe.
Mhm.
It's not like with wizard spells where it's just like, okay, throw that shit in a book.
Right. So, you want me to go through them all?
Okay, that's all.
Creeping Touch. Creeping Touch is a first level transmutation. You detach your hand at the wrist, transforming it into a spider. While the spider is within 100 feet of you, you can communicate with it telepathically. Additionally, as an action, you can see through its eyes and hear what it hears until the start of your next turn. During this time, you are deaf and blind with regard to your own senses. If the spider is killed or prevented from returning to you, your hand is restored, but you take 1d6 points of psychic damage. If you command the spider to return, it crawls back to your wrist and the spell ends.
Alright, so let's see here.
You get a free a thing.
Free thing.
Hmm. Now you can be your own Wednesday Addams.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
No, why not?
I'll be able to take consumption, creeping touch. Oh yeah, we handed consumption to her.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll be learning creeping touch and ghost light.
Yeah, I can read to you what Ghost Light does.
I
So
got the thing pulled up, so I can. Yeah, I'm looking at the Grim Hollow book right now.
Okay.
Save you the trouble.
Does anyone else want me to read any of the other spells?
Creeping
I'm
touch,
good.
ghost light.
No, I can't learn any of them.
Yeah, what were all the scrolls that we obtained?
Yeah, you got Circle of Scarlet. You all can go and add these to your inventories of whoever wants them. Circle of Scarlet, Consumption, Ghost Light, Creeping Touch, and Magic Mirror.
Oh, Magic Mirror is the other one. Okay. What
How do you
level
spell
is-
consumption?
C-O-M, or C-O-N, sorry. I can spell it, sorry.
Consumption.
C-O-N-S-U-M-P-C-I-O-N.
Wizard can
What?
also learn consumption.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah. Here, I'll put it in the chat.
Yeah, it's okay.
Too late.
There we go.
If it's spelled wrong, it's spelled wrong.
Alright, so we're all continuing on. Okay.
Oh, Magic
As you
Mirror
all
is a
look
fifth
over the
level
scrolls
spell.
with glee and delight, the captain kind of smiles upon you all and he says, I hope these are able to aid you in whatever endeavor you all are on.
Well, we are very grateful.
Man,
Do you have anything that'll aid me?
He kind of thinks for a moment. He goes, no, why don't you report to one of our blacksmiths? I'm sure that they can help you out. We'll go ahead and get you a discount ready in case you make a purchase.
To the blacksmith.
As the guard captain kind of looks upon you all and he goes, so, where are you all headed?
North.
North. Towards the Barrowfell mine, perhaps?
Somewhere in that region, I believe. We heard there was some trouble up there.
Trouble. You see the kind of look of solemn fall over his face. What kind of trouble have you heard of?
Oh, for a refresher, what exactly did we?
So the king told you that they lost contact with their informants and followers.
Informants.
Yeah, and they want you to check up on them. Make sure they're okay.
For the checkup
Yeah.
crew.
Well, their contact with some contact with some people up there has been completely cut off, and it doesn't exactly sound good.
He goes, well, I wish you all well. If you are seeking, faster travel, we can arrange a ferry to take you across the lake to the Miner's Respite.
hell yeah.
Sounds good.
So this should
Disagree.
cut your travel in half pretty sizably.
Oh, absolutely.
Great. He gives you all the nod. He says, "Well, report to the docks, and we can get you all squared away."
Thank you.
As he kind of gestures you all out. Stepping back out onto the streets of Lunsk, do you all head to the docks, or do you want to go some shopping?
The blacksmith.
The black.
To the blacksmith.
A little bit of walking around, you eventually find the blacksmith, and it's a pretty nice place. Pretty small in comparison to what you've seen. It's a one-story building. Kind of has pretty crudely made doors. The sign says "Devil's." I forgot the word. No, Devil's Alley. There you go. Forgot the word for alley.
Old alley.
Yeah, so the sign has, swords kind of crossed on like what looks like to be a shield. If you all step inside, you see what looks to be a halfling, pretty small man. As well, you can see looks to be a fairly large dragonborn woman. Seems to be wearing a kind of deep burgundy apron covered in soot. She has tattoos that kind of run up the sides of her arms. She has this deep green hue to her scales with these bright blue piercing eyes. As the halfling kind of sees you all walking, goes, welcome. What can we do for you?
I came here because I was told that you can give me things that'll help me. I have gold.
And he pulls out all 5 gold he has, and he slams it on the counter.
I have lots of gold. What can I get?
He looked down at the 5 gold. Well, 5 gold. You see him kind of struggle and think for a second. He goes, "Well, I believe you can get some pretty decent ammo. Maybe a quiver, maybe some light armor, perhaps."
I hold out my my crossbow.
I use this.
He goes. He looks at it, and his eyes kind of widen as he looks over at the dragonborn. And he goes, "This is very well made. Well done. Wherever did you find something like this?"
It was given to me by my new friends. They said a cat had it.
You just see this confusion kind of wash over his face. He just stares blankly and he goes, "Well, all right then."
It's a long story.
Yeah, for a second he goes, "Give me one moment." And he goes and steps into one of the back offices. You just hear rummaging around, crashing.
I have my eyes set to the widest possible, so I got huge fucking eyes just staring right now.
He's just adorable.
You're like
So,
the Puss in Boots.
While you all kind of wait for a couple minutes, the dragonborn blacksmith kind of walks up to you. She goes, haven't seen another dragonborn for quite a while."
Well, it's a small world sometimes.
He goes, "Ain't that the truth? Doesn't seem like there's many of us left. You from around here?"
No. I'm from quite a ways off.
He goes, "And she see her kind of think for a second. He goes, "I know exactly what you mean." Kind of jabs you a little bit.
Yeah.
He returns after a little bit And he goes, terribly sorry, but it doesn't seem you really have much that you would be interested in aside from this arrowless bow. But if you already have such an amazing crossbow, I'm not sure if you would need such a thing.
What's it do?
Well, you see, this is a rare bow. I believe that if you see, he holds it up, and it's this beautifully made, like cerulean blue bow. And as he pulls the drawstring, a bright glowing arrow appears in the space.
I'll take it.
Wait, do you even? Does
And he
even have
looks at you,
5 golds.
he looks at you and he goes, I don't think you quite understand. This doesn't always fire arrows. It'll kind of just it may pick up something nearby. And you see him he slackens the bow before drawing it again, and like a knife that was on the table kind of flies over and locks into place.
Definitely all 5 golds.
And he goes, I'm terribly sorry. This is a wondrous item. It is at least 500.
I'll pull out one of my regular short swords and slam it on the counter.
Is that enough?
He goes, no.
I'll pull out my other short sword, throw it on the counter.
How about now?
While he's doing that, Ezra kind of like, group huddle. Everyone but Grimfeather.
Right?
Guys, he really wants that, and as adorable as he is, I don't think I want to see him cry.
I just take like all of my regular stuff,
You're doing a
like
trade.
both my short swords, a longbow, my
Our
extra
picking
leather
privates.
armor that I have. I'm just throwing it all on the counter.
Like, Ezra just kind of like peeks out of the huddle. It's like,
He kind
guys,
of
he's really serious.
Every single time I pull something out, I watch his face. And I pull something else out, put it on watch. Pull something else out, put it on watch.
I would say, eventually, once you get to like your 5th item or so, he kind of looks down at you and goes, all right, relax. We'll do a deal. And you see him kind of think for a second and goes, 100 gold. And all of these items.
What do you think, guys? Well, what if we all chip in?
I have 13 gold.
I got 7.
I got 395.
I'm gonna pull out 2 of the rings that we got, the regular rings, and put them on the counter and stare again.
That's why I described this weapon already.
All right, I go up to the guy and I pull out my goose eggs, which are 50 gold each, and I'm like, "Would you be
There you
interested
go.
in any of these?"
He looks at the large eggs and he goes, What creature are these from?
It's from a gastra goose. There's 3 of them, and they were all taken when we, unfortunately, had to fight these things.
He looks at you with a newfound respect and says, You all fought the giant gaster?
Yeah,
Yeah, I killed my friend.
he was the cat.
Terribly sorry.
It's all right.
Oh yeah, but since I fucked up the description of this weapon, as you pull the string, a item nearby floats off the ground, and as you release the string, it fires whatever item that is.
He goes,
So it's like
just one of these days, he's gonna fire my spell book.
Yeah. So it'll
it's kinda
chance
like
pull an
tapping
item
on
off of you, or
random
yeah.
things.
Yeah, it'll just like yeet random things, but the damage is pretty much the same. Yeah. After everything, he'll take the egg. He goes, I don't really know who I can sell this to, but I might have a few ideas.
He just takes the one,
Yeah, he takes
and
the
then
egg.
the rest of the items.
Yeah, he takes the egg and the rest of the items, and he hands you the arrowless bow.
If he raises it, I mean, the neck's the best part, really.
It's very true. Probably could make a lot of money that way.
Probably.
You see him just like this small halfling is holding this like 2-foot egg. He just kind of goes. He looks over to the Dragonborn lady and goes, "Mara, can you take this, please?" She goes, "The hell is that?" He goes, "I don't know, some weird egg." He goes, "All right, I guess we're having breakfast." She just takes the egg. He walks into the back room.
Sorry, you hear?
All right, you all are able to collect this item.
You see Grimfeather, like delighted, goes running outside, picks up a whole bunch of rocks, and then just starts firing them.
Starts eating rocks at the windows.
How long does it take to attune to that black ring?
The star metal ring.
Yeah.
You will
have
not
to
be
be
able to.
a aberrant horror in order to.
So
Yeah.
next time we find an aberration, just eat it.
Yeah, absorb its essence.
Keep that in mind.
Just
What,
yeah, a real Venom symbiote situation.
what's the damage of your repeating crossbow? You don't have that on your sheet.
The repeating crossbow does 1d10 plus 6.
Okay. This bow will do 1d8 plus 4.
Okay, so it's counts as a longbow.
Yeah, it'll count as a longbow, with like basically like the improvised weapon, but it'll be like a flat 1d8.
Random bullshit go.
Yeah, you'll yeet like a nearby item.
So if I just take all my torches, light them, and just toss them on the ground, he'll just be shooting torches.
Yeah. Every time you fire it, I'll roll like a D100, see if it pulls an item off your person. All right. So, you all head to the docks.
Yeah, sure.
All right. After a little bit of backtracking through the town,
Damn, it's gonna take me a lot of gold to learn these spells, because it's 50 gold to spell. So I got 4 spells on backlog.
There you go. Prepared. Why are you so much bigger than everybody else?
I am 6'9".
It's my inflated ego from having so many scrolls.
I thought you meant physically bigger. I'm sorry.
There we go. Okay. Huh.
I don't know.
You all enter from here. In whatever walking position you want, whatever. But like, all right. So, as you all arrive at the docks, you can see a few guards kind of standing watch, making sure everything is going okay. See a couple people working on their ships. You see nobody really stands out, but you do see the guard captain standing on the docks next to one of the ships. As he kind of walks up and approaches you, he says, right this way. We have the ship ready for you.
Does the guard captain recognize what I am?
What you are?
Yeah. You said he has the same glowing eyes.
Yeah, you seem to be of the same race. He doesn't give you any kind of knowing expression, really. Nothing abnormal. He just kind of looks at you all. Maybe his eyes linger on you a little bit, but there's no kind of,
I'm just wondering.
Yeah. So, you all follow him down to the docks to this boat?
Yep.
Yep.
Alright.
Seems simple.
Yep.
You all head down this way. Boop.
Whoa.
As we go down to the docks, I'm looking around, trying to be like very aware of my surroundings, like if anything suspicious is up.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
All right. Actually, I got pull up my sheet. There. That's a 13.
13? looking around the area, nothing really stands out to you. Nothing out of the ordinary. Just people going about their days. As the guard captain kind of leads you down this dock up to this ship, you see the captain seems to be another red-skinned humanoid, a fairly large man with two protruding tusks coming from the bottom of his jaw.
Red orcs.
Ogresh. He goes, "Nice to meet you all. I assume this is the group you spoke of?" And the captain kind of gives him a nod. He goes, "All right. I believe I have names and stuff for these people. At least I thought I did. Yeah, okay. So he introduces himself as Shavad. And he goes, "This is my beautiful lady. We call her the Sea Drake." As you look at this ship, it's fairly large. It seems to be some type of fishing vessel. It's about maybe 30, 40 feet across, maybe about 60 feet long. Not the largest ship you've seen, but suitable enough for all of you to fit comfortably.
Yeah, definitely putting a burrito in the cart in the back.
You all embark on the boat.
To the boat.
To the boat.
To the boat.
Oh, it's a pretty, not too long of a ride, probably about an hour or so. At this point, it's probably about 2 in the afternoon.
I just realized something.
What?
I got a burrito in my backpack,
Yeah.
Yes.
along with a bunch of body parts
Yep.
and a dead tick.
Yep.
He's
The
in there
burrito's
chilling.
like, what the fuck is happening?
He doesn't got to worry about food, at least.
What if
Grim
the-
Feather lands on the very top of the mast.
Hell yeah.
Grim Feather, move a little to the right.
He moves a little to the right.
Thanks. Perfect shade. Just kind of like resting back a little bit. Like.
Alright. So, as you all arrive to north of Glasswater Lake, you can see what looks to be another inn, slightly in the distance. We'll move everyone to here. Okay. Oh.
That sure seems close.
I know, right? I couldn't find like a road that led up to it.
Grim Feather, what do your owl eyes see?
As you disembark from
It's a
this
house.
docks, you can see various ships loading cargo, traveling down the road. Off in the distance, you can, I mean, ignoring the picture, you would see probably about the top half of this building. Yeah, you can see the brightly lit inside of this tavern, a well-written sign that says Miner's Respite. Okay.
Ah, mining town.
Yep. This is a 2-story building of stone and timber, with a common room downstairs and small rooms for rent. A stable behind the inn locks up tightly to keep the horses safe from prowling denizens. The exterior lighting is filtered through tinted red glass, casting a strange, eerie pallor over this refuge. Anyone who is approaching the inn may make a perception check if you want.
All right.
16.
It's me.
20.
And
7.
26.
As all of you
Fine.
approach, you can hear the sounds of
That is
raised-
18.
18, nice. Yeah, as you all approach, you can all hear the sound of raised voices. Except for Sienna, she's just kind of talking to her little dragon. as he kind of swirls behind you, twirling his water spheres. You all hear raised voices. You don't quite hear anything descript of what they're saying from the outside, but approaching the windows, you can see what looks to be people huddled around a singular table on the inside.
Sounds like
Is there
a
a
meeting.
fight going on?
Nah, it's some kind of a powwow or whatever.
Have karaoke.
They're playing notes.
Well, let's go inside and see what's going on.
Mhm.
We'll do it.
Maybe they're having a meeting. Like, is it? Should we knock first?
No,
Definitely knock.
this is a public place.
No,
True.
knock first. If I know anything, knock first.
You knock on the door. Toot, 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 toot. Wait a few beats. The voices continue.
I don't think they heard you.
You're just like the slightest pause in conversation before they start up again.
Punch the door down.
Oh no!
I'm just gonna
Punch the door
start.
down?
I mean, I have high strength.
All right, make a
While
strength
he's doing that, I'm gonna find a small section of the door and I'm just gonna keep knocking on it.
Like 20?
20?
Yeah.
All right, I mean,
Well, 20 plus 8, so 28.
oh, Jesus Christ. All right.
Damn.
As you kick open this door, blowing it from its hinges, with a loud crash as the door kind of slaps onto the ground. All the heads in the patron all the heads in the inn kind of turn to you. As one guy in the back just goes, "What the fuck?"
Grimfeather, who still has his hand up because he was knocking, he goes, "Sorry,"
We'll fix that.
and he stares at his
The
he
door.
stares at his own fist, thinking that he did it.
Our friend doesn't know his own strength.
They all just kind of turn back to their conversations. Would anyone like to try and listen in, or
I will,
kinda, like,
but
you're just gonna
before I
walk
do
up
that,
and-
I'm gonna have unseen servant help fix the door.
all right?
And I'll be right back. I gotta go take my drugs.
Okay, good.
I'll also listen in. I got a high stealth thing.
I mean, you guys are already kind of like, they know you're there, so you can't really stealth. But
I mean,
this is just whether or not you want to like approach the table and listen, or if you want to like stay.
I 100% want to approach the table.
Okay.
With my 6'9" ass.
There you go.
yeah,
Yeah.
First time I've kicked a door down.
As you kind of walk up to the table, they continue their conversation. Looking over them, you see about what you can assume to be miners. Some of them are kind of dirty. Their clothes are kind of ripped and torn, but they're kind of just having a drink after work. Several of them are kind of huddled around a table as they all kind of talking, not hushed voices, but not exactly screaming. Like, one guy goes, "I swear, they came from everywhere. They just kept coming. We barely made it to the carts in time. It was horrible. The forest. It's like some kind of fucking blight.
Some kind of what?
Some kind of fucking blight."
Blight?
Mm-hmm. And you see, as he says this, the faces of all the patrons kind of. You see an air of like worry in their eyes. Now, one voice in the back goes, "Do you think it's connected to what's been going on in the city?" They continue to murmur as many people begin to speak over each other. You don't really pick up what they're saying.
Guess it's happening here too.
I go up to them. I'm like, I say, "Hey, does it look like this?" And I pull out the skull stick.
Well, you got a great reference.
Yeah.
Four of them kind of look at you and are like, "What the fuck is that?"
The town on the other side of the lake was having issues with these things attacking.
And they just one guy kind of looks at it. He gets real close and pulls out a dagger and pokes it. And goes, "Weird fucking thing."
Right?
Did whatever attack you look like this?
No, it was nothing like that.
Oh, okay.
They were strange. All we saw was smoke, and then I heard the screams.
Terrible scream.
And one guy, kind of standing next to you, goes, "What's a blight?" And the main guy that was speaking goes, I believe it's like some kind of plague or magical infection, I think. No one really knows why or where. Like, it's been a pretty long while since the last one's been around here.
Aren't there like forest things that are also called blights? They're like, never mind me. Thinking out loud.
You see them kind of look at you and they tilt their head for a second in confusion. They're like, "Look, I'm just a miner, man."
And I'm gonna say, do you think this could be connected to the old gods?
To the what?
Old gods?
Oh, God. That's cool. Roll a charisma check.
I think when I want to throw a javelin, I get nothing. When I want to kick a door down.
11.
11. As you say this, some of them kind of look at you and they go, "What gods?" One of them kind of spits on the floor.
Oh, she's just.
Okay.
I think that's
I
a
was just
touchy
shaking his head.
subject. We're not from around here.
Someone
They
leave?
just kind of look. You just want to leave? Where are you going?
No, I said, did someone leave?
Oh, no one left. Oh, yeah. Shadow went to go take his meds.
Oh, I heard the Discord thingy, so.
No, it was oh yeah, it was Nefret.
Oh,
Oh, Micah left?
what the
Yeah.
heck?
It
Well, why?
might be just a connection thing.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything. I'm gonna go pee real quick.
I'm gonna do the same.
Yeah, now's a good time.
Too bad you live in a city. Then you'd be able to. You could use your front door the way it was intended.
And that's what I do. Sometimes.
Oh, she said her phone died.
Ah,
Rip.
makes sense. There, I was updating my physical spell book. Oh, Chris. You ever use one of these little things for just like a little hand spell book? Ah. Doing it in the meds, I see.
Ryan.
Yes. Ah! You know exactly what I'm talking about. The best $3 I've spent for D&D.
It really doesn't hurt that I have already bought all the spell cards.
Yeah, same. I bought a shit ton of spell cards. I was like, wait a minute. This tiny ass binder is perfect.
Yeah, I have the spell cards for everything.
I got like the basic arcane ones and the Xanathar ones.
Yeah, they never released Tasha's, which makes me sad.
It is kind of annoying seeing I have one of those spells.
Welcome back.
We put everything on pause because we missed you.
Welcome back, maybe?
There we go.
You are back, but voiceless.
Gasp.
And she's gone again. Welcome back.
Hello?
There you are.
Hey.
I have also returned.
Nice. Anyway, so what's happening?
We were waiting for everyone to come back from their pee breaks.
Oh, so you guys took me connecting as pee break.
Yep.
Well, I had
Yeah.
to go get my drugs.
Yeah.
I
It's
got a
perfect
lychee
timing.
card captor sack.
My phone died at the perfect time.
There is one thing I forgot to mention in the captain's explanation.
You
When you-
motherfucker.
I'm sorry. When you were asking him, why do you think it's happening, or like where they're coming from, he doesn't have any idea where they're coming from specifically, but he does suspect the Ostonian Empire or the Ebon Syndicate.
Ooh.
Sorry, that was a little bit of exposition I meant to give.
Okay.
Mine's
where's the,
better, Orion.
Huh?
Mine's better.
Oh, you're Uke. Ah, we need a jam session, my friend.
Oh man, I'll join in.
Dude.
Get on my electric violin.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
that's awesome.
You have an electric violin?
Oh,
Yeah.
they're so
He's
cool.
throwing down a bit. Go hard.
Been
Yeah.
playing since I was 9.
Oh, I think I knew that.
Okay, Wednesday, Adam.
Damn,
Wait, she
I've been
plays-
playing since like last week.
Hey, no spoilers. I tried to learn the
Great
ukulele too, but the hand positions is so crazy.
It really is.
Well, that's why you don't go for the soprano. You can get like a concert one.
What's the difference?
Size.
It's
Soprano's
So
like as
size
small as
does
you go.
matter.
Jinx.
Yes. I need something big for my man hands.
That's why I got one of the big ukes.
Mm.
Okay. So, did anyone ask them like what happened? I wasn't sure.
I think
What?
we're in the middle of that actually.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, go for it. Ask them whoever you.
So.
Well, you remember I pulled out the fucking skull tick and asked them if it looked like this, and they were like, no.
Yeah.
And then they were explaining what a blight was.
Yes, it is. Yeah, they tell you that as far as they know, blights are magical in nature, and that they can be from affecting creatures to the foliage and the fauna. You know, it could make creatures more aggressive, more territorial. Could fill a forest if not handled, stuff like that. Bad news.
Mm.
Does the blight? Are they black cloaked figures that stand at rooftops and threaten you from a ways away?
Dementors?
Roll a. It's not really.
Grimfeather's just asking this aloud.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's not really persuading check. So something like that. Go and roll a charisma check.
That's a natural one.
Oh, as you say this aloud, there is one person who kind of picks on what you said, and he looks at you for a second with a kind of like a deep thought of a look. He goes, does sound kind of like vampire territory. They're kind of known to do some strange things like that.
Where are the vampires located?
There's vampires?
Yes. At this point, you would probably know that the from what the captain told you, the Estonian Empire is known to have vampire families, vampire nobles.
Oh.
How far away is that from here?
The Estonian Empire. It's from where you are now. It's probably about 3 or 2 days east to be like on the border of Soma. The closest like Estonian city would be like Crow's Bend is kind of north. There's probably about a week. It's only a little bit closer than Foulheart. There's the city of Void, which is kind of southeast, probably about closer to a week and a half, 2 weeks.
I'm gonna have to start taking notes on this.
Would we pass it on the way?
Kind of. If you were to stay like in the forest, you would eventually become like parallel with it, but it's kind of like it's not on the way, but close enough to where you could probably make a detour if you chose. It would only delay, your travel by about a week. So yeah, so as you kind of try and get a grasp on this parent situation, the guy kind of turns to you all again as you ask him, what happened. Says, well, we were returning from a drop-off earlier today, and as we approached the mine, the forest began to change, become aggressive. And then we saw the mine just covered in smoke and ash, and they're all gone. All of them. A dozen miners and guards just wiped out.
Like,
Someone needs to contact the town.
like gone, or like dead, gone.
I mean, we didn't see any bodies. We didn't see, really any blood or anything. They're just empty. We didn't go, back in the mine. It was just thick with this fog or this smoke, and you just couldn't see. We didn't want to walk into, whatever may have happened to them.
Fair enough.
And you see him as he just kind of like puts his head in his hands and closes his eyes. And the people around him kind of console him and go, you did what you could. At least you came back and told people. We can go tell the guards at the city.
It sounds like there's a chance that they might still be alive. I mean, if they were killed, they would have been just killed outright and just left there. But if whatever is doing this had the sense enough to take them along, and that would indicate some reason to take them. So
they all kind of give you a nod as they begin to agree with you. You're right. That does make sense. Maybe they are alive.
So, and this happened today, yes?
Yeah. We just got back to the inn maybe 20-30 minutes ago.
Okay, so if we act quickly, we should be able to do something, but it would be unwise to go in blind. Perhaps we might... hold on a moment. I'm just like trying to call a group huddle. It's like, guys, what do you all think? Like maybe
Let's go to the mines.
okay, like investigate.
Do you think there's werewolves in there?
Werewolves in the mine? Wait, who are you asking?
Grimfeather just asks that to the group.
Oh, just allow me.
No. If it was werewolves, there'd be blood.
Definitely not werewolves.
I would imagine they get very hungry. I mean, they're like wolves, but more wary.
Oh, so they're very cautious wolves.
That might be on a
Shadow.
Maybe that might be on a wolf-to-wolf basis.
Being a native to this world, you can make I guess you and Grimfeather can both make a history check to see if you know of them being in this area.
Grimfeather has no idea.
That's why he's asking questions.
That's the natural one. And
Or
Grimfeather just
Or-
knows about werewolves, and he kind of wants to get bit by one.
Where owl?
Where owl?
Just because he thinks it would be awesome.
Yeah, you both have
Mm,
no idea.
I
You
think-
know lichens exist? No, that's about it.
You know, I should probably cash in some of my gold for some silver and then like melt it down for my gun.
just in case.
Just in
Silver
case.
bullets.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I'll help with that. And Grimfeather pulls out his empty pouch, his empty coin pouch, and just hands it to you.
Like
Thank
Yeah.
you, Grimfeather.
I did good. Yay!
Yes, yes, you did.
you
I'm
did good.
helping. You sure are. Oh, jeez. Alright. So has everyone agreed to head to the mine?
I want to.
Well, it's
I'm
good.
gonna like go to the barkeep and just exchange a couple gold for some silver.
Yeah, absolutely. As you approach the
I'm
bar,
in my
the
companion.
oh yeah, go for it. You kind of whoof, apparate your gigantic black tiger in the middle of this, and
Yeah.
everyone kind of goes, "What the fuck?"
Don't worry, he's mine. He won't hurt anybody.
He just kind of lays down, resting on his paws.
Yeah.
So as you approach the innkeeper, it's a human woman. You ask to exchange some silver. She's absolutely. Would you like to purchase some food or drink or a room? Perhaps are you looking to stay?
One moment. Are you guys hungry?
Hell yeah, I want a beef burger.
All right.
A what?
Yeah. We'll get some food.
You buying?
So
sure.
this, so she tells you that they have rabbit stew with a heel of bread. They offer ale, 3 eggs, 3 rashers of bacon and bread. They have a single bed and then a 2 single bed. If you would like a room.
Mm. I'll take-
As soon as rabbit stew is mentioned, Grimfeather's eyes just go even wider. So like 3/4 of his face is just eyeball.
I see that. I'm like, a rabbit stew and an ale for everybody.
All right, thank you very much. So she, how much gold do you hand her?
Let's see. How much is the rabbit stew?
So,
Yeah.
I think for 6 or 5 people, that'd be about 15 silver.
That's a gold and a half.
About 10 silver for the ale.
Okay, so that's I hand over like 3 gold, get 5 silver back, and I wanted to cash in another gold for about 10 silver or so. So
Absolutely, you can go ahead and do that.
yeah, and then I'm going to take those silver and going to go outside and try to use like mold earth and prestidigitation to make like little molds
Ooh.
with fire.
I would
There
say
you go. Nice.
Maybe.
I'm going to smelt my own bullets.
make an Arcana check
All right.
with advantage.
Cool. Oh, it's advantage.
Okay. I'll say you make some functional bullets, very crudely for their purpose. They'll get the job done. You can go ahead and add a
Yeah.
couple silver bullets.
All right. So how many am I gonna be adding? Like,
Say like 5
okay.
with a 9, so you get like 5. The rest kind of just too big, wasn't the right shape. don't fire correctly.
So yeah, so I just got like some
When you
silver
just
scrap.
throw them.
Just throw 'em.
Just throw them.
Right.
It
Like
was gonna hurt
10
regardless.
10 minutes go by and they begin to bring out all your food and your drinks.
Yeah.
As you look down at the bowls of rabbit stew, there's a rabbit foot in there, but it smells delicious.
I heard the rabbit foot is actually the lucky part.
Depends on what foot.
What foot?
Well, the
Depends
left
on
and
the
right
foot.
foot look the same. How can you tell?
Oh, it has. Oh, you can tell.
I can't.
Trust me, I know. If anyone knows rabbits, it's me.
I just kind of like spoon a foot out of there. It's like, what leg did that come from?
Hmm. Oh,
I
it was
just looking
pointing
at these
right.
rabbit feet, they're
It was-
kind of large. You don't remember rabbits being this big.
Mm.
Grimfeather is just very happy.
You hold this rabbit paw in your hand, and it's like your palm. Like, it's a big rabbit paw.
Mm.
Hmm.
You know,
Well,
I think that solves the werewolf question.
Where rabbits?
it's a were-rabbit foot.
No, like, rabbits don't get this big if you got wolves around.
Maybe the rabbit ate the wolf.
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
Yo, it's like the Monty Python.
I'm going to need
Big,
holy
pointy
hand
teeth.
grenade of Antioch.
Big pointy teeth.
Oh, he's so cute.
Ah! I told you, but you didn't listen.
So, I was thinking, we should handle this sooner rather than later. Lives
Yes.
being at stake at all. So we should
Mhm.
do this tonight. Or after this meal. But I don't really know. Does anyone have any kind of experience with this kind of thing? Like,
Definitely not.
Yes,
Definitely not.
I know exactly what we need to do.
Do tell.
We go there and we shoot everything, and then we win.
Solid plan. Let's go.
you can't argue with results.
Right.
How far is the cave?
As far as you know, the miners' respite is the access to rest stop for the miners. The mine is about 2 hours walk.
Hmm.
I can get a burrito out so we don't have to walk.
Yeah, we should probably get him like set up in like a little, in that little pen that they got out here. That looks like a nice spot for him.
Yeah.
You can go
He's
ahead
been
and-
traveling with some body parts for a while, so
Yeah,
I'm
Yeah,
pretty
let
sure
him
he'll
give him
like
some
the view.
hay. Let him just kind of like cope.
Yeah.
As you as you approach the innkeeper, they tell you that the stables are 5 silver a night.
Oh yeah, sure. So that's gonna equate to, I only have 3 gold left now.
No.
That would be what, like 90.
Burrito
95
comes out
silver?
of the bag looking fucking traumatized.
Really? Like,
Yeah, it's like a leg hanging out of his mouth.
Goats, they'll eat
Hey,
anything.
that's my leg.
He's just been eating like the spider head. Like,
Bad
Kinda
burrito.
gnarly.
Get that out of your mouth. You don't know where that's been.
kind of stares at you, keeps gnawing.
Just goes.
slurps it like a noodle. This goat has amazing mouth dexterity. It can slurp.
All right.
So is my goose foot gone now?
The what?
I had a goose foot, and is that what he ate?
Yes.
Okay, so it's
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
People eat chicken feet.
Yeah.
He ate that shit, bones and all.
Yeah,
He's keeping it clean in there.
Goats can eat anything, man.
I mean, yeah,
I got 2 goats outside right now. They'll eat a lot.
you do.
Yes.
You do.
You all,
Like animal crackers.
You all enjoy your short rest as you enjoy the meal and the hearty drinks. So, are you all setting out down the road?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Just let me know when it starts getting dark so I can cast dancing lights.
At this time, it's probably about 4 in the afternoon.
Okay,
pretty
so
bright.
we're good for a bit.
I'm gonna stay about 70 feet in the air above everyone, just keeping aerial view.
Yeah. Ezra's gonna carry up the rear of the ground marching order, just for like, okay, if something happens, reactive magics.
Yeah, we can go ahead and set up this marching order.
Also, my perception's good, so be down in the back. Oh, I can't adjust size, but whatever.
There you go. Pull out stunk. Pull out the river ribbon. Where would you like to be, Shadow?
That's fine.
Okay. What about you, Neferet? You want to be in the front, in the back, in the middle?
I'll be in the front.
I'll have the familiar scouting ahead.
Wait, did you put my? Oh, there he is. Never mind.
You want him next to you, or do you want him like further ahead than that?
You can put him farther ahead. That's fine.
I want to be in the back, but I want to put the ribbon in.
You answered my question. Did you remember? And then you put him down. It's like,
Oh yeah. We'll have Stunk stay here with you in the back. All right. So, who would like to make a perception check for me?
I will make an aerial perception check.
And I'll cover the ground.
Okay.
25.
25.
It is now that Grimfeather is able to pay attention.
Yeah, 14.
14. So as you step onto this well-walked path, the forest around you is pretty clear, though there seems to be a light fog misting around the ground path, reducing your vision very slightly, but not enough to be a problem. As you look out around you, nothing kind of stands out. Nothing really seems like a threat or a danger. There's the common, creatures walking around, going about their lives, various, birds and what have you in the trees. Grimfeather. From above, you see much the same, though from this distance, you can just barely see further up the path that seems to lead to a wooden gate and the mountain ahead. Fortunately, I did not plan any encounters for this area. So, do you all continue on?
Continue.
Ooh, surprise encounters, possibly. We just don't know.
As you all approach the Barrowfell Mine Gate.
This looks like the place.
Yeah. As you approach, you do see a very large wooden gate that seems to be slightly ajar. It's not wide open. It's not busted at all. There are 2 guard posts that are attached to the large stone structure. The nearby forest is kind of cleared a bit. There's only a few trees kind of in the way. In the immediate area, you don't really see anything that kind of stands out. Not again.
I'm gonna send my bat to the other side of the wall.
The other side of the wall. Okay. Okay. Roll a perception check for me, please.
All right. The bat's perception's not as good as mine, unfortunately. That's a 11.
11. Uh, Looking past the gate, all you can really see is you see the mountain up ahead. You see what looks to be an opening into the mine shaft. You can see various carts kind of laid off to the side. Um, some of them are burned. Some seem a little broken, but most are ready for use. You do see what look to be like mining tracks along the ground before the entrance of this cavern. But looking inside, are you looking inside with the bat?
Yeah, because the echolocation.
Nice. Okay. Echolocation. So, with that, I would say roll another perception check.
Here we go. Well, 7.
All right.
It was so
So-
close to a 16.
As the pulse from the bat kind of sweeps the area, you see the gate, you see the mountain, nearby trees, a few smaller creatures kind of going about their lives. You see a second pulse deeper into the cavern. You can kind of just see an open space, a few carts laid off to the side, you can assume, but nothing that seems to be moving or alive at the moment.
Well, let's go in.
Nothing seems out of the ordinary yet.
Yeah, with the bat, I would, yeah, okay. Really see much. Oh,
Yeah.
what the fuck happened to this page?
And the bat's
My roll
passive
20 broke.
perception is 11.
Yeah.
Can I do?
Does everybody have dark vision?
Yes.
I do
Oh,
not,
yes.
but I got dancing lights, so
Don't know.
I have long range dark vision,
the best
Oh
kind.
no.
There you go.
150 feet worth.
You all press forward into the entrance of the mine. This is where I wish I could use like the the fucking dynamic lighting, but oh well.
Right?
So in this, are you all like just barely entering? Like you're like peeking through the opening at the front? I imagine?
Sure.
Yeah.
Again,
Or are you just heading in?
I'm gonna be very cautious about going in because, like, although I didn't see anything with a bat, it's just whatever got these people must have ambushed them.
Yeah. Looking into the cavern, you all, whoever is looking inside, can make a perception check.
All right. I'm gonna cast dancing lights and have the lights kind of like go as far as I can make them go.
Okay.
So 14 for me.
That's a
14?
26.
26.
And a 16 and 6, 22.
18.
22. Okay, so. Wow, I skipped a whole bunch of shit for the forest trip. Oh no. Oh no, I skipped a whole bunch of stuff.
oh no.
Damn.
You know, classic
It's
DM
not too
technique.
bad.
Just move that somewhere else.
Alright, yeah, it's fine. As you all look inside, as you kind of peek your head into the cavern, it is fairly dark. It is pretty dimly lit. However, there does seem to be a thick smoke kind of permeating the air. As
what?
you, a thick smoke is kind of just permeating the air
Oh.
in the side of the cavern. As you send your dancing lights forward, 10 feet, 20 feet, 30 feet. How far do they go?
I think dancing light has a. Actually, I got this is one of the first spells in my book here. Has a range of 120 feet.
So after about 40 feet, the light significantly dims before you can barely see it.
Something's skewing the our ability to see
Do I
in
know-
there.
So we know that no one is in this.
As far as you know, the bat saw maybe 30, 40 feet in. didn't see
But no one
anything.
from the town is still.
So far, no. It seems to be deserted at the moment.
Can I Eldritch Blast into it?
You just want to Eldritch Blast into the middle? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
While she's doing that, I'm going to take the ever smoking bottle out and and that bottle of perfume that I apparently have, and dump the whole bottle of perfume into the ever smoking bottle.
Okay.
The Eldritch Blast is supposed to go 300 feet.
Okay. Yeah. As you fire the Eldritch Blast, the bright purple orb shoots forward, plunges into the smoke. You can just barely see the faint purple glow as it vanishes from sight, roughly 40, 60 feet in. Sorry, 40 to 50 feet in.
Do I hear anything?
Yeah, I would say you hear it hit the back wall. You just kind of hear a dull thud as the force smacks the stone.
All right.
Stone kind of looks at all and goes, it's I don't really like the looks of this. As you kind of peek in a little deeper, you can just barely make out what you can assume to be mining machines and carts full of materials.
Is there a cart nearby?
I would say the closest cart is like just barely out of range. It's probably about 45 feet, about 10, probably about like right here or so.
You said there's smoke in the cave?
Mm-hmm. Yes. So this smoke is, if you have dark vision, it'll cut your range down. If you do not have dark vision, you will be effectively blind within a range of 20 feet.
Can I cast Gust of Wind?
You can.
I would like to do that then, to try and get rid of the smoke.
What's the range on Gust of Wind?
Let's see. Range from self.
60 foot line. Okay, 60-foot line. All right. Let's see. So, pop that in the chat so I can see. Each creature has to return. Gust disperses gas or vapor, turns candles towards the. Okay. Roll a d20.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get off, guys.
Oh,
I gotta get up at 3:30.
Well,
damn.
3:30. Jesus.
Oh yeah.
Christ.
I
This
got
might be a
early
good time to
morning
kind of
shift.
wrap up, actually, because we're all set up a belt ready to head in.
Yeah, all right, we can stop here.
Can I still get rid of the smoke first?
Hold on, you can roll the d20 for me.
Okay. That's a 6.
6.
Yeah.
Let's say.
Do I
As
need to add it to anything, or just
Nope.
a 6?
Actually, yeah, you can add your spell modifier.
Where's that?
It would be at the top of your spell page. Your spell attack bonus, yeah, add that.
Oh. 11.
11? Good. So I would say with an 11, as you try and focus the spell to disperse the smoke and you blow it forward, you do see the smoke clear very slightly. It seems to kind of maybe push away from you, and you can see it a little bit further.
Okay.
Before we leave, can I make an Arcana check on the smoke?
Arcana check on the smoke. Absolutely.
15.
15. You hit the DC right on the fucking money.
Hey.
So, as you kind of examine the air and try and think about your magical natures of things, you do kind of detect a heavy and thick presence to this smoke. You do detect faint magic. With this, you can probably assume this smoke is magically created or produced in some.
That's
I'm
what I
gonna
was
say
thinking.
smoke's magic.
That's why I'm doing the thing with the ever smoking bottle, putting the perfume in there. Because if something in the caves uses scent to track their targets, then I want to counter their smoke with my smoke.
A good idea.
Yeah, flood them with the
Unfortunately, it
scent
does
of
kind of
mint
just
and
add
lavender.
to the smoke. So when she kind of attempts to blow the smoke back, your bottle kind of just fills it back out.
Yeah, I'm plugging it after I got it all full of the perfume. You kind of like
Yep,
give it a little shake.
definitely, the scent is strong in the air. All right, yeah, we can definitely stop there. All right.
Are we just like setting up a camp outside the cave?
At this point, you would all be like just kind of outside the entrance, like maybe about
We're just
10,
pausing.
10 yeah, like 10 feet in or so, kind of coming up with a game plan or whatever.
Yeah, that's basically what we're at. Like, okay, game plan. Here's how we go in. I'm kind of confident going in because, like, I got the. It doesn't say in Find Familiar that I have to stand still while I'm using the bat for my senses.
I don't think so.
So, not being able to see perfectly fine.
I think at this point, probably echolocation would probably be more useful.
Yeah.
Since effectively all your visions are cut.
Yeah, I'm trying to be like, okay, I'll go in, jam up whatever, anything except if the enemy's echolocation, if they have any.
Yeah. Like, looking at the smoke, like, where you are is probably the clearest part of this cavern, you can assume. But,
Alright, cool. I think we got a good plan.
yeah. Alright, you can definitely pause there.
I had fun, everybody. Thank you.
Oh, me too.
That's great.
Thanks for coming.
See you guys next weekend.
See ya.
See you guys next weekend.
See you next weekend.
I'll let you guys know what my schedule is because that weekend is the weekend that Avatar comes out, so I might be working later hours.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that makes sense. Just keep us up to date and we'll get everything scheduled and sorted out.
Okay.
Alright.
Cool.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.